Welcome everybody to part 1 of the Forgotten series of Deathmatch World Cup 4. A best of 7 between FreakinChris and True. Yeah, and we are casting it here together with Django. Welcome Django. Portuguese on Golden Swamp. What do you think about this?
Thanks for having me. Obviously, me as the best deathmatch player in the world, I have the most knowledge about this all. I don't know why you chose me as a co-caster, but I'm grateful to be here, and maybe I can share some experience, or I can just cast the show. I hope so, at least, right? So I think Golden Swamp usually try to go forward with some stable action, try to fend with Halberdiers, and then the middle is kind of important in RM and in DM. So I think that's how we will see it. A lot of ships.
FreakinChris is faster to the docks here, is what I see. Bit now, True sending his villager. Only placing docks down now. We have 2 stable, 5 racks start and 3 racks, 2 stables for Chris. I like less buildings more going earlier to the docks.
Yeah, it depends. Obviously, the dock villagers out there exposed. I like how Chris used some stone walls to get them in, so they can't get raided. Obviously, you don't want to lose your villagers in the end. And now, probably early demos is the way to go. Yes, exactly. That's what they're going for. These early demos can, if they get a villager out there, it can be really, really deadly.
Yeah, and Chris was very, very good, and also known for his quick starts and villager snipes. So he already has 1 villager advantage as well. I think he got one with the scout, if I saw that correctly. Let's
yeah,
see
I
if
can
True
confirm
get
that with capture age. Yeah, I can confirm it. Early market, it seems, for Chris as well. Like, is that a strategy that you usually see for Portuguese going for? Or is this something that Chris adapted maybe here? What's the plan behind the market?
I wouldn't normally do it with Portuguese. I don't consider Portuguese a market sieve, but like on Golden Swamp with Portuguese, I think you tend to run out of wood very quickly. So selling food, you have a lot of overflow food, so selling food can be reasonable.
I think selling food seems good, but selling wood obviously is not really a smart idea, since you're going to get as many ships out, and obviously you need a lot of wood. Maybe 1 or 2 additional townsends on the wood can be also seen here a lot of times.
He kind of has these 2. Yeah, that's even 1 on the wood, right? In the back of Chris' space, not directly next to the golden stone. So he's indeed thinking about that. Did he sell? He sold food, I assume, right? You can probably see that.
I couldn't see it anymore. I assume he sold food. Anything else would be really mind-blowing to me.
What Caravels are coming out on more demos from True, actually, than Caravels. I kind of like that for the start, but he has to switch at some point.
The Caravels don't really tend to do good against demos. Like, that's something why I ever like to start with, or generally like to start in deathmatch with, if I'm playing it with galleys, since they're just doing better against the demos, then you can switch into the Caravels later. But I think long term you want to play Caravels, since just the more powerful or better. You know, you can also make a mix of galleons and Caravels. Also an option. What do you think about that?
I think more demos and Caravels. I wouldn't do Galleon, but you can make the argument for a few at the start that are better against the demos, but like demos also get countered by demos. Oh. I mean, kind of. That could be a nice snipe here on the castle towards the left of Chris's base, but just passing. Oh no, now True is attacking the castle. What is that? How is True nervous in this series? Yeah, didn't hold the alt key while clicking probably. Even though that word isn't really behind the castle. But big fight's coming up in the middle. Well, how's the Caravel count?
We have 27 Caravels for FreakinChris and 18 for True. So he's lacking behind the numbers for sure.
Yeah, what I like are these keeps in middle. I think they can be really strong, especially with civs that get heated shot and Portuguese get heated shot. The keeps can be really strong against ships. Oh, big demo shots on True.
Yeah, those really hurt it. 125% more damage against ships is the heated shot. So it kind of makes a big difference if you have it or don't have it.
Oh, did he delete that castle or was it destroyed? I think he
deleted it. Yeah, he deleted it. He got the stone back for it.
Villager count, wow, massive difference. True is sitting at 11 villagers while we have 42 villagers for Chris here.
Yeah, True hasn't yet. No, he has three TCs up and like 2 more in the makings, while Chris is already sitting at 7 built TCs, if I've seen that correctly. Yeah, it's 7 built TCs for him, so massive economy difference. And I think also Chris has the better better foothold in the middle or like on water. He has like 50 to 33 caravels and he has some traps out already. So I think he can push back those towers quite nicely.
Keller's giving us some context here. Chris said he would give True an admin win for the series, but then he showed up with True not being warm. That's a bit unfortunate. But why did he say he wanted to give him an admin win?
It doesn't make a lot of sense to me as well. But
yeah, there was like,
maybe...
when it was happening live, Nili was also saying, oh, wasn't this an admin win? There must have been some confusion.
Maybe he thought he couldn't play and then he could play, so he wasn't sure if he wanted to get admin win or not.
Yeah, probably something with his girlfriend. Yeah, that was the birthday. True, I remember that. So that's why I also said it. So I remembered it right from somewhere. But I really like the caravel count for Chris here. The towers are kind of what's keeping True in this game. Oh no, he has more ships down there. But the question is his eco.
Yeah, the will count is like 81 to 33 villages. Like for Chris now, every trade 1-to-1 trade he takes, he will happily take it, right? Since no player has really access to the middle, FreakinChris one mining camp there a little bit. I think Chris just needs to trade and let his eco win the game for him. Nice demo shots as well.
Yeah, both are getting the bombard cannons out, obviously. With Portuguese you have arquebus, so these guys have ballistics. So yeah, quite some dodging for you to do in this one. That's also why I think Nili put this into his settings for this round so he could play it himself.
That's a conspiracy theory by you. But I would be the one person to micro one bombard cannon and get raided by those, I don't know, 10 Chevaliers that are now in Chris' base and would lose like 20 villagers to it.
And he's also sending some infantry from the left. Kind of beautiful to do it two sides at the same time.
Such a micro nerd, but Keller is always critiquing me so hard for it. Just stop microing, stop microing. I'm like microing one fucking unit because I'm so used to it, and he's like killing me with the whole army.
Yeah, that's what also like True probably told Keller a few times or 1,000 times. Actually, he told me 1,000 times when I was training with True. Check your army every 10 seconds, see if it's doing fine. If it's not doing bad, don't retreat, just look at it every 10 seconds and then go do the important stuff.
So maybe True should follow his own rule, still a huge amount of villagers behind. Now, but he's coming from the left side now as well. He pushed through those towers there and now he's kind of looking for a sandwich move. But not really using all his caravels as well.
And these cannon galleons have no protection, right? It's just 6 cannon galleons, but I guess Chris isn't really addressing that. Yeah, can't really do much at the right side anyways. I guess he has these bombard cannons for the towers.
From what I have seen from the deathmatch worker right now, I think True is the master of prolonging and winning or coming back in a game that he should not be able to win. And this was the game where Chris was 50 villages ahead and like 20-30 army. Now we have equal amount of will count, equal amount of army count. I'm really... How does he do it? Like what was... I don't understand it really. Can you explain?
I can't really. I think big part is the keeps. Like Chris wasn't really... He had more army like or better eco, but he was just not pushing anything, right? Now the keeps are gone, but now there's an army for True. So he stalled it out well and then he did the raid. And he has the important resource, right? He still has 6k food and he has villagers on wood and gold now.
But neither player has a foothold in the middle, so gold's gonna run out. Like, how does this play if no player can really access the middle?
Then it's all about who trades better with the ships. And I think that's still Chris here. Now True is out of ships again, so the army wasn't big enough really. Or lined up too much, with these caravels being kind of a form of scorpions. Like positioning of army can also be very important. And look at that, all of Chris' ships are shooting at that one champion while they're getting hits from True's ships. Also a bit too clumped up. If you really want to split these up more. Okay, Chris is doing that now.
Cannon Gallon's getting some shots in from the back as well. Oh no, don't lose your bomber cannons, Chris. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting with the caravels because it's like a different form of micro. With longboats, you always want to go back forth, right? And with these things, you kind of want to distribute them more.
Yeah, you have to, like with longboats, what you can do is like get stand ground and just patrol, and they're stacking on each other, and it's so nice. Like it's one of the best things. You have like 40 longboats in like one tile, and they just like keep shooting really nicely. You don't really want to do that with caravels since you get too much line damage,
exactly.
obviously.
Yeah, with longboats it's more of a guessing game, right? You see these stacked up stacks, you don't know how many they are, and you have to guess if you have more or your opponent has more.
Yeah, you should pull like one longboat and juggle it. Like that's what you would do in RM, right? If you have time. But now we are kind of in a like RM-ish late game, right? They have some more resources than usual, but like the fast DM start is really gone. Now it's all about map control, all about army control, and like pushing small advantages, pushing like the center. What is True doing now with those towers? I really like that. You know, he's also wanting to build a TC there. I don't understand. Is a TC in the middle really making sense at this point?
Yeah, not sure. You could also lumber camp. I think a castle is maybe too risky for your stone, so the towers are a better option. Okay, he lost the TC anyways to the bomber cannons there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like, just make a mining camp, right? If you lose the mining camp, it's only 100 wood, and now you lost the TC, which is 100 stone. You obviously maybe want to get some more towers, or maybe a castle eventually on the side.
Yeah, what they aren't really doing, what I really like on Golden Swamp, like what both of them has not done, is like 2 castles on the way to the middle, like on the swamp. Castles in the middle die too early, but like castles, yeah, exactly where Chris is doing castle right now.
Yeah. This is something Keller showed me as well. Like you want to have like basically one castle on each side, and then one castle like Chris has it outside of the base, like left and right, so you can't really get raided. Same really for True. True has a really exposed left side though. Like if you see where the castle is on the left side, like he has left side, the TC is really exposed, so there's some potential to get raided there as well. I think so at least. But
really
Chris
heavy
is focusing on the right.
If like Chris can't break through in the middle, this will go down to wood control, I think.
Yeah, but he has 43 caravels and True has 22. Like that's a double the amount of army that Chris has. He just needs to slowly push, let those elite cannon work from the behind, and just slowly push the advantage. Because he's losing a lot of docks as well.
Yeah, has rebuilt them here in the south, but yeah, comfortably. That's a really nice fortification for Chris towards the middle, like castles, towers, docks, 2 castles protecting the docks. Looks kinda nice. I'm waiting for some side attacks, but as long as both are still mainly fighting on the water, I don't think we're gonna see like ram pushes. Wait, Portuguese only get capped ram if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, Porto should only get capped ram, which is not really an option, so you have to push with kind of a bombard cannon. I don't know how to establish a good side push with Portuguese. Like compared, for example, like to Byzantines, you just go Cataphracts siege ram on the side, and it's like really strong. But you don't really have that power. You do want to go Oregon guns here, not really, right? Like it feels kind of weird, and maybe Chris is trying to attempt such a push.
He's making or some Cavaliers at home.
Cavaliers, you can make some hypes, easy to counter it.
Oh, I was just speaking against the bombard cannons, because Cavalier.
Yeah,
well
of course. Yeah.
Okay,
I get it now. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, Chris is establishing more on the right side. He's making 2 castles in a kind of a row. He's getting traps out as well. And True is slowly running out of gold. Like he has some gold in his base.
That might be the form of side push that we're gonna see, just castles and traps. And closer to the water when you have the water advantage.
Yeah, makes sense. But True is losing the water heavily.
Yeah, it looks like very good for Chris now. With this side attack, like that nicely lines up together with his caravels and bomber cannons there, taking the land production buildings under fire now. And also quite some wood eco there at that side.
Yeah, and also if you look in True's base, he's getting trapped now from the right side. He doesn't really have that great amount of gold. Like there's some gold mines in his base still, but they're slowly gonna run out, right? And Chris is like banking 3.5k gold, and he's now in the center and taking the center gold. So he should be really fine with this, how this goes.
True still has some control over the center gold, but only 3 villagers working there with some idols and some in the tower. It's getting some good shots there, because Chris is again a bit clumped, but should move the rest of his caravels in, what he's doing. Worrying things aside a bit.
what's the move for True now? Obviously, like still fight in the middle, but what can he do like to get some more control? Like what are your ideas for him in this?
I think it's just about taking good trades, right? Firing at that clump there, and he's trying to make some development to the left side. Just hold it long enough, and try to secure the south control for the wood game, maybe. That's what I would think. As long as I still have presence in the middle, it isn't too bad.
Indeed, he has those present, but there comes some raid, 8 Chevaliers only, but some Halberdiers on the way, so in his base should be fine. These are some villages, but not a massive amount.
He seems to be taking down that castle. Is Chris out of stone? Yep, he couldn't repair that.
Chris has 0 stone, yeah. And True is sitting on like 1.8k stone, so he's comfortably sitting on the stone.
That's something I've seen True do a lot, to have that like at least potential for 2 castles he can drop when it's about wood control. And just say like, okay, these woodlands are mine. You can't really afford the traps at this stage. But then it's Golden Swamp, so you will be able to afford traps from against for a way longer time if Chris does end up getting the middle.
Yeah, Chris has 8 TCs, 5 castles. True has also 8 TCs, but only 2 castles on the map. So Chris having 3 castles more on the map. There's basically 2 castles, 3 castles in the bank of True. So yeah, that's the difference.
Yeah, what's the neutral stone piles like, right? Ah, yeah, now Chris is going to a neutral stone pile here to the left. He has a lot of castles, but not a lot of them are doing that much.
Yeah,
they're fighting an area without them.
I mean, the one on the right gives him some nice wood control there, right?
The southwest, there, yeah.
Southwest, I'm not a geographic. The right, left, top,
Phil Keller said I would try to get some castle to the southwest, and then I was thinking, where's the southwest? Speaking to myself.
I'm not a geographican, like, but just say top, bottom, left, right, and it's it.
Yeah, at
Keller,
the top
man.
there's another great fight for Chris here. I think True might lose all his navy in the north. Is that the north? Well, it's not really the north. Anyways,
it's
when
the middle of the
water is, okay?
amigo. It's the middle of the. It's literally this
It
map
is
is
north
named
of the
Golden
southwest.
Swamp, and the map is named Golden Swamp, and the fucking swamp is in the middle. He's like in the north of the.
It's named Golden Swamp, not Middle Swamp.
What? Disaster, man. Freaking
So idle army there in the southwest and still on a castle. Ooh, coming in with the light cap now. I would have seen a lot in like Vikings Wars at least. I think it could work even better with the carols. It's like to have some cap running around, getting the shots. And then the carols would line up wrong, right? And you can easily shoot them with your own carols. Problem for True is, well, he still has another bunch of 20. Why is True sending always only 20 of them in though? He's always making 20 and then sending them in and losing them.
Yeah, maybe that's his magical thing. The 20. I have no idea, man. You ask me.
I mean, could be because if you make too many, they clump up too much and then you lose more. But then also with 20, your damage output is less. It feels wrong to me, but maybe it's like right.
I think the most
big shots. Delete your demos. Where are they going, Chris? He was in the middle of the caravels and then he just goes around him to the left. That's quite frustrating. Sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah, still nice demos. I think the biggest problem was that he fought with the light cap without the ships.
Yeah.
Like that's I think the biggest problem he had there. Like, if he had ships there to shoot, then it would be fine. But he just sent the light cap in to basically die for nothing. Now he's like kind of out of food as well, so like not the greatest idea of the world.
Chris Bank doesn't seem that great anymore as it was before. It's still way better than True's, and now he's massively mining the middle with 40 villagers in the middle there. True attempting some raids. Well, it's just attacking a house.
Yeah, I think the major issue is just True having no center control and slowly running out of gold.
Yeah,
I think Chris invested more in gold. I think Chris invested more into gold since he doesn't have gold in his base anymore. Like if you look, he doesn't have gold in the base, and True still has. So True played is more gold efficient, but what do you get? Like if you get the middle, it's fine in Golden Swamp, and there's a GG well played.
It is GG. Chris taking game 1. So taking into account, I don't know what seed Chris was exactly, but True was seed 4, and Chris was kind of well below that. Maybe something like 12.
Early resign from True, huh?
Early resign from True. He still has gold in his face. Yeah, why would he resign?
Yeah, that's a kind of early resign from him. Yeah. For his standards, I only saw one series of his, and he never resigned in those. So for me, that's kind of an early resign.
Yeah. Yeah, and as Kata said, he wasn't that warmed up because of Chris's birthday shenanigans. Maybe he should have taken more time to warm up. But jokes aside, this game is pretty over. He's losing all his stocks. And Chris is all the man. KD is it's better for Chris even. Even though it seemed more gold efficient for True for a while there. Economy, yeah, who hugely favoring Chris. Gold count also 10k more gold here. Yeah, True didn't end up building any castles with this stone.
Maybe he's saving it for next game.
Yeah, as we know, True is the one that also is very known for banking up 10k gold, and it's like a standard joke to say that he will probably use it in future series.
So he's the Project Belgium of the Project Belgium of deathmatch, huh?
I think my ARM knowledge isn't big enough to understand that comparison, but I guess Belgium is known for banking
Belgium
up
also always banks like 1 million gold. Like I remember one game where Belgium had 140 vills and his opponent had like, I don't know, 80, and Belgium had like 8k gold, but he chose to go only Hassa and Skirm with like 8k gold or something like that.
Welcome, timeouts. This is The Forgotten. And please refrain from any spoilers.
So Bugum is the True of RM. Yeah, that's what I meant. I just said it wrong. I'm an idiot.
Correct. Alright, so the next one up will be True's home map then. And he picked Hunts and Goths. What would you pick, Django?
I think I would go Goths.
I would go Goths every day. Oh.
Like, I think in RM, easy peasy, I go Hunts, right? But like Goths suck. But in DM, where you can just spam and you don't have to look at your army, Goths feels maybe more easy to play. You just make Huskars, Halberdiers, make a million barracks, and you're kind of fine. And with Hans, you need to micro the Cav archers, you need to micro everything. I'm waiting exactly at 2 seconds for you, amigo.
Well played. Yeah, I would also absolutely go Goths, and I think like you have to go for a heavy gold army with Hans, but then you just keep running away off the Halberdier Huskar combination. At least that's what I've seen in the matchup so far in this tournament that I've seen. And then you kind of initially get the map control with Hans because you have cavalry, but you lose it again running away from the Goth infantry, Huskar masses, and then the Goth can lag and circle you. But let's see.
I'm waiting at 2 seconds.
I'm at 1 second. Do you want to do the countdown?
No, do that yourself. You are the host.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to game 2. True against Chris. Chris is up ahead by 1-0, which I should note in the scoreboard. And yeah, Hans vs. Goss. So yeah, there's the early market that I talked about from True. So Hans, I think, can't go without market against Goss.
Yeah, very early indeed, like building it right away, basically.
4th villager market. So. Should save that villager there. Oh, Truce are missing Chris base here. But it's very hard to kill villagers against Goss anyways, and the Halberdier will come out that quickly. We're actually starting with Huskars here, not Halberdiers. I would even debate like not rushing with Goss in this matchup and simply going Halberdiers.
Kind of depends on how good damage you can get. I mean, he's like making like you have all the imp upgrades. Like you basically create instant units. So
Yes.
he kind of can go whatever he wants. The only problem is, oh my god, Chris's house! like to the death. Oh my god.
Yeah, you will
So
always
how?
be housed to the death, of course. But 30 pop isn't too great, yeah. I think he made too many barracks. 7 and he didn't have enough villages and houses. Already working on TCs. No way! All your building power needs to go to houses and cars. We don't want to make a TC at this point, Mr. Chris. But his rush is doing something. 6 to 8 villages. He killed 2 vills so far. But yeah, that's it. Paladin's way better at defending it than champions are. What you usually
He
see in
actually
a row.
killed 3 villagers. The 1 villager difference only because of house. Like FreakinChris has
okay.
actually 27 seconds TC idle time.
Capture is so good.
Yeah. Shame when you don't have it.
IPC is too bad.
That sucks.
Yeah, I don't want to mention the donation code over and over again. It's on the mention screen. But yeah, let's see. I mean, Chris's start wasn't too great, right? With the being housed. So now he's massively behind in... Oh, he's still ahead in military, because it's Goss. 70 to 43.
Yeah, obviously he's ahead in military. Actually, he's ahead in villager numbers for some odd reason.
What are these two doing? True getting a pick up south. And more picks there. Everything of his army is kind of following this paladins there around. Bit the opposite of what I talked about before the game.
And then the houses as well. Like he's just, oh my god, he's losing another one to the Cav archers. Now he too is like 3 villages ahead. And he's not able to make houses. Like Chris is not able to make houses and get more pop space out. Like he's basically pop capped the entire game. And now at 115 pop, and it's not great when you want to play Ghost. You need those masses, obviously.
True is playing
You'll have a
beautifully.
bad
He's
party.
like has this he has like one army that is just for running away from Chris's main army, and then he has like 2 or 3 armies which just take turns of going into the housing where Chris is trying to build houses.
He's making an excellent job. Also now moving forward in the middle with the Cav archers and paladin there, and Starlings and push. Now fighting there as well. Taking some really good trades, and the Chris seems to struggle here getting out those houses. Now army is equal, almost equal, right?
And
That should never happen,
like
right?
in theory, the way better army for True, right? Because he has 2 gold
Yeah,
units
way.
against like host guards and habitants. So even though the CIA accidentally fire on the host guards at some point, the paladins then should combination should still be the stronger one.
Yeah, but it's still fine. Like Huskar, like if you fired some Huskar, it's not that bad. Like if you have the paladin in front, and we have like army value, obviously 2 with 10k gold army value, and Chris only with like 4.8k gold value in the army. So a lot of helps there. So like, yeah.
Goths don't really need gold. I think they need houses and farms. We saw that in one of the series where the Goth player had 11k gold still in the bank at the end of the game and had only mined 9k gold. So he didn't even use his starting gold, and the Goths won with his Huns in that one. But like Truce is playing this perfectly with like the one thing you have is mobility with Huns versus Goths, and he's using it very well in this game to not let Chris go anywhere. Now he's just going into a castle.
I like the Scorpions though, because Scorpions in front of Hypes in front will do decent job against the Paladin. Like they will add up some damage, but if they connect against the CA, they will do a great job as well. So like I think adding in those like what are 17-20 Scorpions is not a bad choice by him.
Yeah. But if the Paladins can get on top of them, they will vanish very quickly, and I think that's what we're about to see. Kellen coming in from 3 sides on those Scorps. And yeah, need to be behind the infantry, not in front of it.
Obviously Scorpions are not the greatest meat shield.
Yeah, they're also not the fastest thing, right? The thing that is like the theory I always heard why people pick this matchup was like Huns have the mobility and that should give them the win. But like the cheapness of Goss always was winning every other matchup that I saw. And late game, Gauss will always win. So Hans kind of need to finish this at some point.
Some point you need to. While Chris is losing a castle.
Yeah, still no farms for him. Like, no farms for Gauss minute 10. At the top level, I would expect farms at minute 8. But, like, it's down to what True did, right? It's not Chris misplaying this. It's also True, like, with these raids, constantly killing villagers and everything, denying a farm eco. And that's, like, one of the goals that Hans should have here.
Yeah, villager count is 60 to 30, so True, the double amount of eco. The other way around, and now he's sniping the traps, beautiful move, sniping the bombard cannons. He's doing really well with his paladins. Right?
Yeah. Bombard cannon will fall as well. And now some hostiles moving in, but there's enough paladins. Sneaky castle to the south of Chris, where he's stealing a relic. Time for the relic emotes.
Do you have
and
a
another
relic
one here.
emote? Where's a relic emote? Like,
I have it especially for, like, relic steals are one of the funniest things that can happen in deathmatch. And they can be really hilarious. That's the reasons I got the relic emote. Because we had fun with relic steals a lot in past DM casting.
okay, seems to be something I don't think it's that funny. Like, you guys are weird in DM. I don't know, you're weird folk.
No, sometimes
weird
people snipe your monastery and have some monks ready and just take the relics away and shit like that. True did it in another series.
Yeah. Haha. Funny.
You just want to... big SO shots aren't that spectacular in DM, right? Because they happen more often.
Fair enough. Are you smoking or what's this sound?
No, I'm shooting dogs during the stream mode. I think that's what people used to say when they didn't want to admit that they were doing stuff with computers back in the 90s. I'm not actually shooting dogs! Don't get me banned on Twitch, please!
I mean... Today's Twitch, you can do anything, man. You can even sit in a hot tub naked and it's like, it's fine, man.
You could also raid farming ecos with paladins, especially if it's just like the only tiny farming eco that your opponent has. Well, hello, True farming eco? Where are we going with those paladins?
He's making a visit, like, to the base, like he's visiting the town centers, looking around. Yeah, he's just having a chat with the house now.
Chat with the house. Yeah, they really want to talk to the people inside, but they don't want to talk. Okay. But feels bad. Now some trebuchet is working in the middle, and the map control is like map control in theory should be good for True, but there's like this. What are these castles doing? He got the relics, but like look at that Chris castles. They're like there's nothing around them. I guess wood.
Should I give you a spoiler alert on what you have to check on our author? Check Chris economy, please.
88 villagers, 4 farms.
And how much food does he have?
50.
How much wood does he have?
300. I guess everybody can read that. Yeah, no food, no farms, right? That's what I said earlier with the tiny food eco up there.
Do you think he has still a chance in this game with this economy?
Nope, costs need farms. Also, he's losing. Why does he have so much on gold? He has 2k gold. Like, okay, he has no wood to make farms, I guess. He has empty farms that he could stack. But yeah, it feels pretty over. Like, Callan's just everywhere.
Maybe he wants to open like Fort Knox or something. I don't know. Maybe a new thing. But yeah, this game's over.
Transfer to the next game to match the stone that True got from last game.
Yeah, I mean he's just a nice guy, right? Say last game you banked, so now I'm banking gold. Like it's good. Also, no. Obviously this game's like completely over, right? He doesn't have any farms. He can't get farming space down as well because like True is all over his ass with the mobile units. Yeah. And True has solid economy, 100 villages. He can spam. He's like 2k free gold. He can spam paladins until tomorrow. He's even selling wood now as well, and wood price is still like at a fine point. Like he sold for 71. So like, seems reasonable.
Yeah, you have to buy food kind of with Ghost a lot. And you don't need to with Hans ever. Because you can always make CA normally. Yeah, Ami is also... Well, we are back at 55, we're down to 20, but like, where's our eco right now? Like, I really don't understand these two castles. Like, that are in the nothingness. I mean, I guess to get relics, but he would have gotten the relics without these 3 castles that are not doing anything. If they were in his eco, I think he would have had a quite easier time with getting the farms up. Nice farm placements by True? Indeed.
I'm really surprised that he hasn't resigned yet.
I think it's like in theory, right? If you manage to get to late game with Goths, if Huns run out of gold, they can't do anything with you. But like True running out of gold in itself is not a thing. And with that much control, it shouldn't really happen. Yeah, this might be the like first or only game where we actually see Huns winning against Goths. I mean, I haven't watched everything, all of this is kind of to watch something that hasn't been watched yet, but there we have, GG, well played, and the first time that I see in Deathmatch World Cup for Huns actually beating Goths. I think the closest one we saw before was Nilly versus Chitbar.
That was a really well played game by True, in my opinion. Like, I really liked how he approached it, how he used his mobility, the small raids all around the map, denying the farming economy. Like he knew really well what his win condition was, and he really played towards it. Like, I think Age of Empires, especially, like, is all about like finding a win condition and playing to it, and he did an awesome job in just doing exactly that.
Absolutely agree with that. Cannot add more. Oh god, the KD. Like, God KDs tend to be bad, but this is like, well, more than 2-1.
Yeah, more than 2-1. You're good in maths.
And actually, the Hun player collected more food than the Goth player, like 5 times the food than itself else. The GG as well.
So, is True now offering 2 civs?
True will now be the one to offer 2 civs, yep.
Okay. So he offered Berbers and Turks, if I see that correctly.
Berbers and Turks. Okay, I still need to drag in the rec for me. Turks have C-Gem, which Berbers don't have. That would speak for Turks.
No. Can we stop right now? Why are you offering? I mean, why are you offering Berbers and? I mean, okay, it's Golden Swamp, so like at least like he's not facing the full land. But like Berbers should be so much better than Turks. Like so much better than Turks.
Oh yeah, this is Chris offering that.
Is Chris offering the civs?
Chris is offering the civs, yeah. True offered Hans and Goss, and Chris picked Goss.
Okay, now like he can pick now.
Kellen can pick now, yeah.
Why did he pick Turks? Is he drunk?
Yeah, also on Golden Swamp, Berbers have like Turks. You might think about the bombard cannons and the cannon gains, right? For Golden Swamp. Plus C-Gem. I think C-Gem is a big argument for sides, maybe. But on Golden Swamp, it's not too important on the middle.
I think the only argument you can make is Turks getting shipwright and Berbers don't get shipwright. It's like the only argument you can make to pick Turks, in my opinion. Like, if this ever goes to a point where we have like, I don't know, like land units, like Berbers just shit on Turks.
But Berbers have also something on water, right? They have the faster ships. That means their demos are super dangerous.
Yeah, that's kind of true. The Berbers
versus Saracens or somebody else picked.
I mean, if this would be Arabia, I would be mind-blowing if he would pick Turks. On Golden Swamp, I kind of can understand why he chose to pick Turks a little bit more. I still would prefer Berbers, though.
Keller's saying Turks win this on Swamp 90% in his opinion.
Okay, like maybe Swamp is different. I mean, Swamp can be different because of shipwright, right? That's what I said. Like shipwright is
big, yeah. But
shipwright is big, right? But like on Arabia, like imagine this matchup on Arabia. Would you ever pick Turks?
I was considering picking them just because they have C-Dram. And like if the Camels archers are not shooting my Cav archers and instead shooting C-Drams and the opponent doesn't have C-Dram. Also, both have bombard cannons, but Turk bombard cannons are better. I wouldn't say that Turks are completely outmatched. You're probably also mainly thinking about like Camel Archers versus Cav Archers, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking Arabia now, but like I can get the thing on Golden Swarm now. I understand why he offered those two. Makes
They have
more
the
sense
same
now.
start with camels and then way better water. My counter argument was they have worse demos. But I think they also get heavy demo Turks. At least. But the demos are faster. And I think that makes a difference for Berbers. But let's see how it turns out. I'm ready at second one.
Yeah, and count down, amigo.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to game 3. Turks versus Berbers or Golden Swamp. I mean, it is a super interesting pick for sure. Expect a lot of camels here. 4 stables for Chris to start out. 6 stables for Mr. True.
6 stables, that's a lot, huh?
Huh? That's quite slow on docks, but it is a close map generation. The swamp isn't really even in the middle of them, so you could go for land a lot here.
Yeah, that's true. He saw that probably and then adjusted to more stables, right?
Yeah, I would absolutely assume that. Whose camels are better? Like, Berber camels are just cheaper and otherwise they're the same, right?
Yeah, should be the exact same. Yeah, they're exactly the same. But Berber camels are cheaper. And the Turks obviously don't get the halberdier, right? They only have
Spearmint.
Yeah, so like that's why he's making more stables now. I understand because like he can't go pike, and that's why he makes more.
Chris is also not going pike; he's going market instead. Like with Berbers, at least in Mirror Wars, it's kind of one side. The non-market side usually goes pikeman, and the market side makes more camels. So no pikes here. Probably wants to save the wood as well for like the ships. Also an argument against pikemen.
He sold food and stone, actually.
I think he sold everything, no?
Sold wood as well, yeah.
Because it's down to 15k and he's only like 10 demos queued at this point. But already more docks up, 2 docks up for True, 3 docks for Chris, who has some idols around the docks though, and the raids in the back. Both have 10 villagers at the moment.
Nice demo. This map gen is really awkward. Like if you get a push in the bottom, like in the south, you can get a castle there and push into the opponent's base. You're gonna lose a shit ton of economy, especially the golds, right?
I think that should be.
Wow, the demo, amigo! Look at the
demo! Oh, Chris's camels died! I think the close map gen should be good for Turks, so you can easier go for a siege and push. And they have kind of the quicker version of a side push.
Yeah, makes sense, I agree with it. Yeah, the longer I'm thinking about, especially Golden Swamp, I was thinking too much about Arabia, right?
Yeah, Camel and Kava just don't play a role here, right?
Yeah, they don't really like play any role here, to be honest. Like at the start, yes, but like that's not that bad in DM because like the cheaper Berber camels don't really come to an effect if you just make a little bit more stables and just get like production out and get the middle. Like I think actually True's playing this really well. He's just going for demos now to control the middle and get a foothold. And just making camel and demos for now. Not going any range. Now he's going Gallon. I really like that. He made himself like a big breathing room with all the demos he put in. Now he has a castle in the middle already. Yeah. Imagine you could make Bombard Tower.
Well, how's the Turkish keep? I don't know that. Do they get heated shot and stuff like this?
Keep casting and I give you the information, okay?
Alright, and Sabron's asking for the co-caster. There's a command for it. This is Django.
They do get heated shot, amigo, and they have to keep, so he could make keeps.
Sabron thought my voice changed. Oh god, these people all think every German is the same, right? But at least there's a change.
What he said? He said I'm sounding like Otto. Is he wanting to insult me? Like,
insult me?
Like that pleb. No, what? No way.
That's the Turkish
Here
key.
come you. Yeah.
Where's
There you
Nilly?
go.
Yeah, who of us is this now, right? Who are you comparing to Nilly now?
Maybe it's Otto or it's Manuel Neuer, who knows, no? And Berbers only get guard tower.
Berbers only get... Berbers only get Katra, yeah. Ella was also talking about Janissary siege ramp put suicides. We're not seeing that, but I find it interesting to think about Janissaries. While like the ship count looks so much better for True. I mean, we talked about shipwright at the start here. Where are the famous Berber demos?
Nowhere near to be seen.
There are the Turk demos being caught. Camel archers now mixed in. What? Why camel archers? I don't really understand camel archers here. They just die to demos and I don't think they do great versus ships. Do they have bonus damage versus Galleon?
No, they don't. Yeah, Galleon is not counted as a camel archer. They have 9 pierce armor. I think making camel archers here makes exactly the equivalent to 0 cents. Camel archers on the side? Okay, I'm full for it, right? Camel archer, camel push on the side with like, I don't know, even cap ram
Bombard cannons,
or like
maybe.
traps, bombard cannons, whatever. But using them in the middle, you just like throwing away gold units and look at the control True has in the middle. He has a castle, he has 3 towers. I don't think Chris castle will get up, to be honest. If True spots that, he just sends 1 Janissary out of the castle.
There we go.
Or
And even the
keep
demo.
reaches, yeah.
It does barely reach that trap. But that castle might be killed by demos here. It is! Oh gosh, FreakinChris at 1 health stone. Definitely not a delete. 2 camos killing 650 stone dead. So Brown obviously wants to see more traps, according to what the emotes tell us. But Turks can just make bombard cannons. I wonder why we're not seeing any Turk bombard cannons in this one.
The author is DM Lily. Oh boy.
Stop reading chat and cast the game, Django.
Man, if you're not interacting with the chat, I have to do it.
I
man.
was just interacting with the chat. I just said what
there's
the
a
road was posting.
Funny story. Yesterday, I had a host or a raid or something, and the guys that came over, I was reading chat while I was playing, and the guys were so flashed like by me reading the chat while playing, and they were flaming the guy who hosted me for not reading the chat while playing. I find it so hilarious.
funny.
And he raided me and got flamed by his own viewers. Then it was really hilarious in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
must
laughed
feel
so
like
hard.
Chris Wilsfield here, right?
Yeah. Oh, the snipe with the cannon gun, with 17 range on the traps. It's beautiful, man.
Oh yeah, that was nice. I missed that because I was watching all of Chris villagers die. He's down to 73 villagers. Actually, True only with 70 villagers as well, but his boats are cheaper.
Yeah, his boats are cheaper, but now actually more army. And I think an interesting fact, he's using Chris using the Hustler as mid shield and just like dodging around to avoid the shots. I think that's a good thing to do. Hustlers are really cheap for Varus as well. He can use those just to throw them away. So you don't really need siege ram, you just go Hustlers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really nice thing. Tato did that a lot in last year's World Cup. He was always picking Vikings and Golden Swamp and just used Lightcap to catch shots.
Makes sense.
Castle is finally gonna die now. Is it gonna be deleted? Not deleted again.
No, not deleted.
That's the second
really
castle he lost.
sloppy, man. That's like really sloppy. I mean, that should not even happen on a, like in I don't know, 1400 level, I guess. And it's happening here.
But their castle was there. I mean, their castle was there for a really long time, and there was like obviously no chance to ever get it out. But now we see a side push. Oh no, that's a raid on a very exposed wood line in the northwest.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like Chris can never access the middle now.
Yeah.
Like yes, True's doing an amazing job with those bombard cannon, with those elite cannon galleons, like sniping traps, sniping ships, just holding the middle, reinforcing with more keeps, which like Chris can't make. Chris is not getting any side push done, so he's not using his civ advantage that he has on the land really. Like I think Barber should be Turks on the land probably, and then Turks should maybe in the middle or something like that.
But their side pushes are so much harder to set up. Like, Drew just needs a castle and 2 siege workshops if he wants to make a side push, which he doesn't need to because he has the middle. And just like 10 Janissaries and some siege ramps, or yeah, probably rather Janissaries than Cav Archers actually, with like Berber Camel Archers being a thing.
I'm interested what Drew is trying to accomplish with the forward houses. Is he trying to get pot roads and then shoot in the house? Oh my god.
I think so, yeah. Oh yeah,
Dude,
nice
this guy,
trade, yeah.
This guy is a fucking god, man. Like, oh my god, what a 5-head. Oh, I love him so much.
Yeah, now Chris needs to target those ships, right? He can't patrol it, otherwise they would. He's using demos on the house! That was also worth it. It's just like, fuck, get this house out of there. I'm gonna demo it. But then again, you used gold on a house, right?
Yeah, I think, like, dude, like, seeing the first Golden Swamp game, Drew seemed really... I think he was just not warmed up, man. Like, the last game was a masterpiece, and this game he's playing, like, so good as well. Like, it just seems like he's on another level than Chris went, like, maybe Chris did really bad in not giving him the upper win, because now he's gonna get absolutely destroyed by Drew.
6,000 gold in the bank for Drew and 66 on gold now. Oh, back to 65.
I mean, Turks have the bonus in there as well. So, like Chris can still play it. He has 3.6k gold. Still, he has some gold to take in his base. He has some stone. He still has, like, really good wood access. So, like, it's not the end of the world. But I don't see how.
But what's his winning condition? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we talked about in the last game when we talked Hans and Goffs. We talked about winning condition. What can you do? And I don't see what's his winning condition. Like, how is he ever getting access to this middle? Like, there are 6 keeps, a castle, and like the 17 rage cannon cannons that gonna snipe your trebuchets every goddamn day of the week.
Must be super annoying. Quite a tilting game, maybe. Yeah. Also with the houses. I mean, you could go. I was wondering why it's going for traps and not bombard cannons, but then it's like Turks have bombard cannons with more range, and I guess the cannon gain also have more range than your bombard cannons. But at least easier to dodge the shots.
I think Berbers have to play land here a little more. Like, you can try to get the middle, and if you don't win it, you have to like make it stalemate in the middle.
Yeah.
And just like try to win with superior army on the land. Like, go Hussar, Camel Archer, or like Chevalier Camel Archer, or whatever on the land, and just try to like blast the Turks base, basically. And then I think that's the best. Get them out of wood and off wood. Kill his base, but like Drew has now 5 castles in his base to like protect the eco he has. But he's actually the one expanding with siege workshops. I don't know why he's making siege workshops there. In the north, but
in the south too?
See, like in the south, yes, I get it, because it's like not that far away from Chris' base, but the north one is like a light years away from Chris' base. So like, why did he not make it as a...
I don't want to do gather points for the villagers to go around the water. I can't be asked. I'm gonna win anyways. And another house there. Like, he's still doing this house. Still.
I will do those as well in my Deathmatch World Cup games in Golden Swamp. I will do those as well.
Yeah, this is basically training here, right?
Yeah, for me it is, because like I'm getting to watch high-level strategies, and I have to play Rodion, and then I have to play if I would win this set, which is unlikely, but if I ever to play Jump Jack. So yeah, good training for me.
Yeah, like at the stage where you are being really good in RM, coming to DM, like learning what you can do in which situation, which matchup in DM, and how it differs from RM late game, and also the openings. That's like big, right? At that stage of getting into DM.
Yeah, but I'm taking away a lot of stuff from DM into RM lately. Like, I just implement some small things that I haven't thought about playing RM, and it also can be you setting up a castle age push and just placing good buildings and like getting more view for the map and openings. Like DM really gives you a a thought process in how to create advantages in small areas or try to get more control over small areas. And it's something that RM players, in my opinion, really lack. And or like not like higher level RM players like Viper obviously don't lack that, but like I'm talking about the range where I'm like 18, 19 to 100 elo or like even more, like 2k and up to 2k4, I think 2k3, 2k4.
Oh, a lot of demos here. Yeah, really like the point you made. But that was devastating demo push from Chris, kind of giving him another life. True has, as Keller already said, 15k gold in the bank though. Hey, welcome Loyalty.
Yeah, you wanted to see the Berber demos? There you got it, Alder.
Yeah, finally! I've been waiting for them all game. Now he's doing them when it's too late, but...
Better late than never.
The problem are these towers, right? They can't really move around that freely because without getting shot by towers, so they have to kind of wait for Callan to get in his little area of the water that he still has. And what does that protect? Half the base is already gone. Here come the Sea Drums.
Oh yes. Yes, Sea Drum Camel though, not Sea Drum Janissary like Keller wanted to see.
It makes sense for resource-wise, right? You don't really use the food too much.
Yeah, but Janissaries cost also food. So they cost food and gold.
Camels are faster, I guess, at raiding.
Yeah, but like camels don't have a lot of attack. Like they have 11 attack. They don't kill villagers that fast. Like Janissaries actually kill villages better. And also Janissaries kill buildings faster. So I don't see, like the only argument you can make for making camels here is just mobility. You can just run through and reinforce faster. That's the only argument you make here for making camels instead of Janissaries. If you're talking about the raiding potential, etc.
It doesn't really matter much because Chris is out of gold anyway, so he can't defend against either camels or Janissaries as long as there's Sea Drums.
But Chris is actually 200 pop. So is true. So it's true. Chris is sitting at like 50. No, he's sitting at more like 60 water military and basically no land military, while True is sitting only at like 30, 35 water military, but way more land military, right? So I think if Chris is not careful, he could lose all his land economy. But if True is not careful now, he could lose the middle again because like Chris has so much more ships, right? He has to be careful. He has a buffer, obviously, in those keeps you talked about in the castle.
It's like FreakinChris has the larger water army, but they're all in one screen. Like, and they cannot really move out of that one screen unless he has 3 cannon galleons working on towers, which will take a while. Oh, welcome everybody coming here. Welcome Andy. Welcome Cyan and Phoenix Person.
I know some of those names, man. FlyLikeDjango, do you get a lot of requests as a coach? I do get a lot, yeah. It's actually, like when I was doing it for no money, I got up to 50 requests a month for 1 hour. So that's like 50 hours a month. That's basically a full-time job. Yeah, and now it's like, yeah, and when I was doing it for free, and now it's like, it's still reasonably high amount of coaching requests. And yeah, like people are coming back booking like 10, 20 hours. Like they take like 1-2 hours lesson and then they book like 10 hours or something like that. So it's, I think I get quite reasonable. I could take more obviously because of COVID I study sports, so I don't really have a lot now. Like I have all my sports courses are not happening at the uni, so I have a lot of free time now. So that's why I'm streaming a lot. I could take more coaching, but yeah, I'm not unhappy with it at this stage.
How much is it per hour?
So like if you book over Game Edition, obviously I can talk about that. But like for me, if you write me a Discord message, I do for students 15 and for like the working people 20.
Ah, alright. So that was where you got the rates from the casting from.
What do you mean?
It's the same number that you talked about.
When I trolled you,
yeah.
I do like I don't like. Obviously, I have.
I'm not a student anymore. Well, I'm a PhD student. I don't know how that counts.
It counts. Like obviously, I have to charge money at this point because, like as I said, when I did it for free, I had like 50 to 60 requests. Like that's impossible. So I have to like at least like charge something and like get something out of all the effort I'm putting in. But yeah, I don't want to make it like ludicrous expensive. So yeah.
Yeah, we just took some time for an advertisement block of Django's training because this game
You
appears to
asked-
be quite over.
Bro,
Andy
bro,
asked,
you
and I
are
asked.
you chatted. You asked me, what can I do, man? Like, but thank you. I'm not. We take those with Terrace, right?
Yeah, you would. And the camels are taking the eco. I mean, there's at least some left. Chris is hanging in better at this than I would have thought. But his water advantage kinda ended up the way that we predicted. Keeps us still active and yeah, not really way out of this corner now for him.
And True has now 41 galleons to Chris's 34. So he has both the water and the land advantage, sitting comfortably 200 pop blocked, and like Chris is not really struggling. He's 170 pop, like he's still fine at this point. Now True's taking a bad engagement on the north, not fighting with all the ships that are in the south, so he has to go back there. So he does. But like it seems inevitable that True is gonna win this game. He's sitting on 20k gold almost, and spoiler alert, Chris is sitting at 50 gold.
Yeah, I was waiting till it was really 20k. I think we're gonna see it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, we're gonna see it, 20k.
The double Kellen, like standard Kellen is 10k gold.
Imagine like True now just typing a casual message like, bro, hey, I have 20k gold. What about you? Like just a casual message.
I remember that moment when Nilly was out of Deathmatch World Cup 3 in that really long game against Rage. And oil wood was depleted on the whole map. And like, Nilly obviously for a spectator perspective had way less resources in the bank. And he was like, okay, should we call it a draw? How much gold, how much wood do you have? And they were like talking and other people were saying, oh Nilly, sorry, but you're out. Well, he couldn't know.
But Chris will know that True is sitting on that amount of gold since he never got access to the mid lane True's all the time. So I think Chris should know that he can never win this game. Like what do Berbers do without gold? Like you can't make camera archer, you can only spam Hussar, and that's basically
At least you get pikeman, right?
Yeah, but like you go Hussar pikeman, right? And then the Turkey will just go Cav archer and laughs in your face.
Yeah.
There's no threat of camera archers now. You could even go Cav archers now. I would like to see some CA raids on the side as well, or like Janet, whatever, right? But just like,
I don't think True has to do anything. I mean, like, there's also no way that FreakinChris can get wood control here. Yeah. So True can just wait. And Andy's ruining your prices here in the chat. Saying he's gonna coach your students for $10 or 10 euros.
Yeah, sure, he can. Go ahead, amigo.
And there we have it. GG, well played. True taking his home map pick with the Turks. Chris doing the same thing as Django would have at first and picking the Berbers. But Keller was right. Turks are better. Or True is better. I mean, it was also well played, right? It's not... I don't think it's a pure Civ win. Like, it's also... True just played this very, very well. Austrian 1900.
Yeah, true. Like it's like true. I get this a lot. Like people coming and say, how you do coach, how you do this and that, and like they don't look at a lot of things, and it can be kind of disrespectful sometimes. But yeah, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, gold count 38k collected for True as opposed to 1600. Also, Chris got 2 relics, didn't help him out enough. More castles for Chris once again. So I will need to take a little bio break if you want to chat with the chat and find off insults, Django. I'll be right back. Are you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I casted your World Deathmatch series. Yeah, I did. How did you get so much better in DM in such a short amount of time? Oh, I have a good coach in you. I think you're doing a really good Keller. I think you're doing really well in the coaching aspect. Like you're pointing out good things and important things. But yeah, like it's hard obviously because like I have limited time, right? I'm playing AoE now for what 11 months, and I can't put all the time in where I want it, especially with casting and playing and all that stuff. I think the hardest part is growing a community that wants to be coached from you. I mean, it just happens natural, right? Like the most coaching requests I get is like between or below like 1400 1300 elo. So like for those, you don't need to be like a 2K5 player or something like that to coach them. You really need to put in, like you need to really focus on what's important. And since I'm playing for like 11 months now, I have a good feeling, since I started from 0 points 11 months ago and now I'm sitting at 17, 18, 1900 depending on the accounts. Like I really know what is the necessary step to get to that, and I think that helps. Nice farm placement. Oh yeah, the farm. I forgot the farm placement. That was last game, man. So nice. Hmm. Where is Alderman? Where's the amigo? I wonder why these people don't check up YouTube guides and stuff. It depends, right? Like, I have one student that I think he has like 1,000 games on like the 1100, 1200 elo, and he watches Twitch stream of Hera and Viper. He watches YouTube videos, but sometimes you're just so like closed up on your thought process and like you're viewing on the game that you just don't understand what's the next step of improving. So yeah, it depends. Like, but yeah, truthfully, you're right, Andy. That's also what I said in the AOE zone post. Like, of course, they could require all the information and they try to implement that by getting YouTube videos and streams. But that counts for every coaching, like chess as well, right? You can get coached by a GM if you're like, I don't know, 11, 1200 in chess, and you could acquire all your knowledge from books as well. But it's also really convenient and really, it sometimes really can help you if there's an actual person telling you what to do instead of reading it and watching about it. Like sometimes this interaction can make a way more beneficial view on your gameplay than just books or videos or whatever.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. Like also, there's like little things you don't notice, right? That other people would
Yeah,
notice, and like if you do it like from books or videos, you have to count on that you notice all of your mistakes yourself, and the person who can judge your mistakes the worst is yourself. And
yeah.
probably not the worst, but like you only find some. At least from my experience as a trainee, that's how I felt.
How did I get interested in AoE? I was basically bored of playing League of Legends. I quit it and I hated it, and was really good at League, but I didn't really like it anymore. It was really toxic environment, and I was toxic through it as well. And my playing made me really toxic. Everything about it made me toxic. I just stopped playing League. And I just like basically was like doing nothing. And then I somehow stumbled upon a T90 video and just watched like T90 cast. And then I started to play and stream, and that's how it went. Like
Your LOL
really,
experience helped you a lot, I guess, with getting so good so quick at AoE.
yeah. I mean, I have like my hotkey setup is really weird because like it feels like my League of Legends setup. I just like change up some stuff. Obviously, I had to change, but yeah. And also like obviously I was really fast right away and stuff like that. That obviously helped, right?
Yeah. Should help a lot. These guys are fast as well. I have the next game loaded up.
Okay, what is it? Golden
I
swap
don't know why
again?
I'm always trying to do this scrappy Überleitung today. I never did that before, but I'm doing it a lot today.
What
But
is it
expect
again?
bad
Golden
puns
swamp?
in the stream description. It is Golden Swamp once again. Golden Swamp Vikings
Oh,
is
wow.
what Chris picked here.
So where should I'm sorry, I have to tell you, but I'm at 9 seconds.
999. Alright, yeah, I think it's fine. I can go to 9 seconds. I mean, you could
Okay, now
always
I'm
press
at
that
15 seconds because I fucked up the pause. I'm at 15 seconds now.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah, I fucked it up.
Like, here we are talking about that you're quick at Age of Empires because you got the APR from LOL, and then you're taking 15 seconds to press the pause button.
Bro, I have an emote that says Procaster because I'm fucking up so much stuff all the time.
I have a relic mode. Should we start?
Yeah, count.
3, 2, 1, 15 minutes, let's go! Vikings are going swamp.
15 minutes.
GR
yeah.
Classic. 15 minutes, yeah, okay. Oh, well, we have some time. Yeah. I'm just gonna catch up to 15 minutes here, triple speed. No. There's the rally emote and the Procaster emote. Oh, and I saw that emote before, but never really was able to read that it says Procaster.
Yeah, take some glasses also.
I have glasses.
Apparently
Stable?
they're not
What?
working.
Viking stable! It's Chris, he always does cavalry with every civ. And I think it just doesn't make much sense with Vikings against Chieftain infantry coming out.
I like it. It's just annoying, right? You don't have to kill anything, you just have to be annoying. Like, he is making one stable, like, it's not the end of the world, and you can be so freaking annoying. I think once... I mean, they lack husbandry, though. No, I think it's bad.
They lack everything. They lack husbandry and defense, so...
Yeah, I don't mind all of that. If they had husbandry, I'm fine with it, because you can run around faster and just be annoying. And if actually True makes one mistake and just doesn't look at his builds, he might lose one. And yeah, but without husbandry, yeah, doesn't feel
I
that
should
good.
also die to longboats, but actually he's getting past the boat section here. So yeah, maybe he will get that one will kill. No, not if you engage the pikeman. Some nice demo shots there up front. I don't know, I think it's mainly trading 1-for-1.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay.
I died.
2-for-1 in the demo.
Nope.
I think it's just all about longboat numbers, right?
Yeah.
In this one.
Yeah, we talked about it
Legend.
already in the like Portuguese one a
Yeah.
lot, right? How it would compare to Vikings. So
Like, I have the feeling also, like, watching DM World Cup, it feels like it's basically Golden Swamp World Cup. I don't know why this is such a popular and so highly played map. Like, is it the non-plus-ultra because it, like, has water, land, and everything? Or is it just, like, this year that it's so
I
prominent?
think a lot of it has to do with like, not especially in this match. In this match, I'm still wondering, but like in like RMR versus DMR matchups, we've seen a lot like DMers who are known for little preparation probably never played this map, like Chitba, for example. Chitba probably didn't really prepare for World Cup, and he just thinks he's good enough, and then Nitty Patch picks Golden Swap and trained it a lot, right? And it's pretty complicated as a position to the Arabia matches that with every Civ Chitba has played 1,000 times over the last 20 years, so he knows all of them in and out, but he's not played many Golden Swap games. With Chris versus True, this was Chris picking it, right? Maybe he was thinking along the same lines. Probably he just trained it a lot, but True should have also played this a lot last World Cup, and he also had like Aztecs on Golden Swap as one of his home maps last World Cup, so I'm not too sure. But we saw True in quite some games going a bit too late to docks, in my opinion, and Keller criticized that he hasn't enough here. Maybe that's something that Chris analyzed, and Chris is doing a hell of a lot docks here.
I mean, True has 12 docks like laid out, but he's not building like 5, 6, 7 of them, and we have 17 docks for freaking Chris.
17.
Amigo has a lot of docks.
The Oma number. It's an insider. In last Deathmatch World Cup 3, Oma, one of my clan friends, did 17 stables with Hans or Franks. Oh, I think it was Hans.
Yeah, moving on. It's looking really good for FreakinChris here again. 122 military to only 60 for True. This could be a really fast one, especially if you get some cannon guns or traps out there. I think traps might be the better choice, so if you just want to have your dogs running with those amazing long boats. True not getting up the castle in the middle, or is he? There's still 1 or 2 villagers building it, but it's getting trapped already.
It is up, but I think it's gonna go down. Try 3 traps now working on it. True is looking for the sides here. Some infantry denying a castle, at least to the right, but the Cavalier actually for the defense against the Berserks. Didn't know that was a thing, but in numbers it's working. Talking about numbers on the water, True's big problem. I think like the middle is just so important here, and True is being annoying, denying castles. They denied the second one around the land. Not sure if that's the area you want to focus.
No, not really, right? You want to have the center control. Berserk is in the middle though, trying to snipe those traps, getting one at least. But like,
get another one.
Maybe Chris lost a castle again on the side. I don't think he deleted it, but
after last game, we don't assume he did. He
Yeah,
has another
I
one
don't
at 300
assume
HP that when True's attacking the town center.
yeah.
Yeah, but where are the Rams? Like, if True really wants to go for land, and he kind of denied all the castles there, so maybe already go for Ram side push. It feels too early, but he's playing the side so much.
He doesn't have to actually. I just checked. FreakinChris has 50 ships, and True has 57. So actually, True has the military advantage in the middle now. He can manage to get some longboats off.
Yeah, I think just like it was for a while advantage for Chris because he made more docks. Like the 17 docks helped with that, but now he's out of wood. And Callan's sitting really beautifully at resources. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't know why they're not pulling out one of those elite longboats or 2 and just juggling them around. I would do that, and you can avoid so many shots here. But probably they're busy with other things.
Yeah, and he's saying it's kind of the only balanced map because it doesn't involve hills. Well, you could make a point for Atacama, right? More berserks coming in from multiple angles. Now some berserks for the defense for Chris. Feels like he's taking really bad trades in the middle. Actually, it's 28 to 34. But True has his berserks in front. Now even doing siege rams in the middle. What do we think about that?
I mean, siege ram in the middle. I don't know if that will hold up against so many longboats. I mean, you can try, but should not really work.
I did some testing with it, and Neely said like the rams completely aren't a thing in his cast today. And I disagree. I think there's a time window where there's like 20-30 longboats only out. Like right at the start you can go a few rams, but with these numbers I would tend to say that they fall.
The problem I'm having with siege ram is against the civilization. There's an infantry or a melee unit out of the castle which have Vikings. You just make 2 berserks and just kill the ram, right? Even if you don't have the longboats there.
Yeah, he went for the castle, yeah, true. I just was thinking about siege ram as a blocker for the longboats.
You mean as a blocker? Yeah, I mean as a blocker it can work in low numbers, and especially against imagine like Portuguese Vikings now, like a non-mirror matchup where there you could use them against for like example as a carrier, but longboats are really solid against rams. And oh my god, True is making a patrol.
What? Is that no attack sense patrol too short?
Oh my god.
Or how does that happen?
Yeah, that's exactly what happens here. Oh, that's so bad.
He's losing all his longboats there. Oh no, he had an advantage in this game. And I think this is just throwing it. He's not looking at his army.
maybe not looking at the army
Something
at all.
he
Is
told
also
us all, right? And then he's falling into his own trap. Or like, I guess Keller told you via proxy. I mean, Keller was the proxy then for True saying that, but...
It's still fine though, like he's fine. He has like, they have almost equal amount of military numbers. True lacking behind a little bit of army, but not a lot. Now he's going back again with a few ships and fighting with a... That's not the way to go,
so that trades here, that's so un-Kellanese. He's also out of wood. And yeah, nice word count for Chris, but not really balanced economy. Out of food, not enough on gold, I would say. So
But does he really need food? Like he doesn't, right? Just make longbows and you win, right? Liking some food is not a big issue here.
I like berserks, like to get middle control, like to contest the buildings. They're pretty good. And also like Light Calf can do the dance moves, the kind of Tato invented dance moves in this matchup from last year. That's things you can use food for.
I cannot mention Onager in the middle. I don't know, like Onager, if you get a shot against those patrols, yeah, but technically you should not be ever able to get one off.
Nah, I don't think it's not Siege Onager. Like earlier today we had like Siege Onager with longbows, and I was already a bit skeptical about that. It worked kind of okay, but not amazingly, and I think Onagers shouldn't work against longbows. They just die too quickly, and longbows are too quick to dodge.
One elite cannon getting on the right side from True, chipping down slowly at the castle. But Chris could migrate his army.
It's just so slow though, right? Cannon gains haven't really... I mean, at least it's a lead cannon gain. Like a normal cannon gain against the castle, this takes like half the game to kill it.
Yeah, slowly chipping away, right? It's about the slow process for True, I feel like always. Like slow start, slow game, but yeah, he's like... I think he's like known for grinding out games, right?
Yeah, he's known for playing the long game, having more resources, taking it cautiously, and then boom, surprise, I have 5k gold and a big push and you're dead.
It's kind of what happens here. He has like 3.5k gold and Chris is barely sitting at 300 gold. And True again with the foothold in the middle, with the only guard tower in the middle, but still is a guard tower. Yeah,
Pop is looking better for Chris though.
Yeah, but like what's Pop? This game is not about Pop. Like he can have all the time build in the docks. Like yeah, Pop is nice, but you need the foothold in the middle. And you need like center control. I think is way more important.
In a way, Pop. DM is a lot about military population too, because it usually means
True
you're taking better trades,
again.
And that means like you're being resource efficient.
Yeah, now True is at 200 pop again. It's fine. KD is 400 to 330 for Chris, so he killed about 60 units more from True. If you want to know that.
Yeah, I can see that too.
You're right, that's like...
The KD is also on the figure menu,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I don't know what... Dude, I'm so used to casting with Capture Age because I'm... since like, I don't know, Hidden Cup 3, I think. When was Capture Age, like the first time in D? I think Hidden Cup 3. I can't even remember, man. Like, I don't know. I think Hidden Cup 3 is right when I started streaming. I think I was like streaming like 2-3 weeks and then I casted Hidden Cup. With like 0 game knowledge. It was really hilarious. So, watching it back now, like because I just started playing AoE, I was talking so much bullshit, but people still seem to enjoy it, so...
Yeah. Yeah, you casted all the big tournaments this year as well, right?
Yeah, I did all of them. Yeah, I basically do all the German streams since there's no one else doing it. Like Neely is obviously English, and Jordan is not casting, so there's no German streamer. Like I want to put the German community on the map. Like that's my mission, that's my goal, and I'm working towards doing it full time.
Yeah, nice. Makes sense. So if you want to learn German or already understand it, maybe learning German is also a good point. There you go.
I actually have English morning streams now, amigo.
Actually, you have English streams.
It was demanded by the viewers. They said like, we want also that you stream in English. And I said, okay, I stream in the morning English, and then in the afternoon I stream in German. So I have like 2 streams usually. But now my internet is fucked. That's why I'm not streaming.
Yeah, that's why I get you to co-cast with me here, right?
Yeah, that's true. Otherwise, I would be smashing LB10 in the AoE Plunder party, but that got postponed, sadly.
Alright. To when is it postponed? We should probably concentrate about the game. I think Drew's taking the map back here a bit.
he kind of is, but also Chris with a nice push on the left. There's a 60 elite longbows. So it's still fine.
Very even one. 4k gold for Drew still. Also like 1.5k gold for Chris plus the longbows in queue, so it's also about 2k. Yeah, this is a really long one. We just see longboards fighting at each other, but at least the casts were cleared, like from Chris' point of view.
But dude, like, how
Now
can you
it's
not
dance.
like longboards fight against each other? This is one of the most fun things in AoE, I think. Just longboards shooting against each other. The sound they make, like, shh. I love it, man.
AoE ASMR.
Yeah, it is. Oh, now Chris is doing the juggle. Thank you. Good job, Chris, amigo.
Truth to you too. Which minute are you at? I'm right now at 24:40 and counting.
Exactly the same.
Okay, amazing. Because I had a little bit of lag earlier and then I jumped ahead a few seconds.
Yeah, I'm the procaster. I sync up automatically to my procaster.
Automatically, that would be so helpful.
That would be actually helpful. Now True is fighting with almost all of these units. Has some back there at the Siege Workshop. I would like to see those pulled forward as well in the fight, because right now he's having way less longboards here. Yeah. So he really needs those. He really needs those to come in to the fight. The numbers would be even. Now Chris is forcing that castle up in the middle.
Is that a point where we could see petards? I'm solely asking this question because it's my emote. But
no, and never ever you go for petards here. The distance too long, and there are so many longboards. Like making petards here is just trolling.
But it would make me very happy. Yeah, like when who did a flaming camel? Leash did a flaming camel on Sunday. That was very cool.
Making you happy is probably not winning the game. I see some problem for True is he's firing with like 10 longboats in the castle from Chris. He should really go back, but he's gonna lose his castle. I think Chris brute forcing up the castle in the middle with the majority or more longboat numbers is winning the game. We have 70 to 29 longboats. What's happening with True? Is he gonna lose this game now?
I mean, he's taking really bad trades, right? We had that miss patrol earlier. And now we had this fight with army standing in the back, not the right numbers, getting under the castle, firing at the castle. And he has traps to at least take that out, but the numbers are really worrying by now. Does he have? He has the resources. Why is he not queuing more longboats?
I don't know. He's no production at all, amigo.
Both have
zero
none.
production.
Both have none. Now, okay, now FreakinChris produced some.
Yeah, but Chris is almost at 200 pop, and True is sitting at a 110. Is he like DC'd? I think he dropped.
Yeah, probably, right?
Now he's queuing it. No, he's queuing again.
What, is this game frozen or something?
It seems like it, right? Like,
I mean, he's at 100 pop, he has the resource to get more army out, and he desperately needed it like 3 minutes ago. Because now
and he wasn't
lost the water.
Microing other unit, right? He wasn't microing any other unit.
There's no raid or anything going on, yeah?
No, nothing, right? Like, DM on that level, that should, like, I think they just gotta freeze, honestly. I can't see anything else. Like, there's no way he would not queue ships there.
Keller, do you know if there was a freeze involved, maybe? Keller has some inside knowledge sometimes, so.
Yeah, I know, like, that Keller is training or trained by or training with True. Yeah. He's telling me that every time I'm Quendy Keller now, I'm training with True, I'm so famous, I'm so important. I'm Quendy Keller now. Like, that's what he tells me when I'm in practice.
Yeah, it's the thing that he's... Is he officially in Quendy now?
Yeah, he has the tag in front of his name as well.
Ah,
like
but he didn't get the big announcement, right? Clemenceau got like, he's officially a Quendy member, big announcement in DM Gaming. Or maybe I missed it.
You can't even say Keller to him. You have to say Quendy Keller now all the time. Like he puts really big importance that you call him Quendy Keller, not just Keller.
Yeah, I found it really also weird to call True Quendy True. Like Cumming does it all the time, but True or Quendy True, I think he's dead here. And Keller says, I think Kellen complained a bit about lag after the series. So yeah, maybe that was it there, but he already took some bad trades before that, or let's rather say Chris took some amazing trades. And 17 dogs was also nice to start off with. GG, well played. And Andy bringing the heat towards the Quendies for the Freakins.
Are there a lot of Freakins? I only know 2.
Well, Choro's also member of Freakin and Frost.
Oh, okay. But they don't have that in their name, right?
No. Freakin Frost? Sounds a bit too cartoonish, right?
No, not Choro 11. Who wants Stroll?
And he was before the full World Cup, he was complaining a lot about not having enough training partners because the brackets weren't out in time. And they were even joking about hiring me, but I think it was a joke.
Yeah, I think so too. Why would he ever? Why would he ever join with you? I mean, you almost got clapped by me in the ladder, so.
That myth, man. AR took games out of me. Also 3 relics for Chris. And this is the timeline.
Let's jump in the next one, amigo.
Yeah, we have 2-2. Evened out series here, with True being the big favorite going into this one. And yeah, no said at the last game that True looked very good here. Maybe it was the lag for this one, but also really well played.
We get Arabia Sicilians. I actually trained that with Keller for my last set, but I won 3-0 in like 10 minutes. I waited longer in the lobby than in the actual game. But so I could never play Sicilian Mirror. But I actually think it's funny. I'm really interested to see that because I trained that one a little bit with Keller.
I trained Sicilian Mirror as well for the Valhalla Deathmatch tournament, but on Golden Pit, which does play out a bit different, I think.
Yeah, I imagine. I trained it actually on Arabia with Phil Keller. I'm sorry, I apologize. It's Quandy Keller. I do apologize for slurring in the name there. So I practice it with Quandy Keller. I think it's really interesting actually. I think it's funny. So I'm waiting at 1 second this time. I didn't fuck it up. Okay, no, it's 3 seconds. Sorry.
Did I clap you to 3 seconds or what?
No, because it's like capture age. There's like some input lag in capture age when you started. It's a bit annoying.
You have an excuse. You finally found an excuse. Like you took 5 games to find the excuse.
You have a better late than never, right? We said that already.
Yeah, if you were Nilly, he would have found like 5 excuses for game 1 already. Okay, enough trash talk. Let's go ahead. 3, 2, 1. Sicilian War for game 5 at the standing of 2-2. And which start did you train here?
Yeah, obviously I did. I started deleting Scout and then making instant castle. They're actually not deleting their Scout, which is weird. But
they're both not deleting it, yeah.
Yeah, I tried deleting Scout. So when I told this my chat and when we practiced it on stream, my chat was like laughing at me because I deleted my Scout. And yeah, I think deleting the Scout is the meta, but they don't. So castle is up now and the Scout is useless, right?
Yeah.
For bow. So like I think deleting the Scout is the better way. True saving a Scout for what? Like there's no fog of war, amigo.
For what? 5 siege workshops, nothing else, and the second castle a bit forward there for True. And we see 3 stables and 5 siege workshops. I actually did it with stables for Golden Pit. I think it should also be good on Arabia to add some Cavalier in to eventually pounce on the Scorpion armies that we're gonna see. No.
Yeah, I think going Sergeants only seems though like the way to go. Sergeants and halbs. If you see the Chevaliers coming.
Keller says preserving the Scout could be nice for map control, just to get some vision, I guess, on the hills. So he's actually using it for rally control here. It's also a way.
Yeah.
Oh, that bird is stuck.
Yeah, I think it's okay, I guess, but on this high level, I guess it's fine.
No.
Nice quick words from True at the castle.
True getting the hill here, which is a hill that he should get. My map that shows the hills is also gone, so I'm gonna switch to that one. I have to reinstall that.
Man, I think it's so crazy how much value Chris puts on those cap units. And I haven't really seen him getting all too much value out of them.
I'm firing shots at Nilly here. Keller's here at 1 level up and firing shots at T90 for me commenting about the bird. Let's get back to the game, not the birds, I'm sorry. Is that a shot? I don't even know. But nice castle downtown combination there to the right for True. That's a hill that True should never get, right? That's... Whose gold is that there actually? I think that's a neutral gold. Well, it's kind of True's neutral gold. Chris neutral gold. Yeah.
No, there's one in the right corner in the east.
Yeah,
so that's actually his. but I think still the position is really good because you can never push this with the dungeons as well. And Chris is even mixing in some champions. I don't know about that as well. They should not be doing too well against the sergeants.
They are losing, but are cost-effective gold-wise, I think.
Yeah.
So
I think the Scorpion numbers
camera.
is really important. What actually the Amigo Keller did to me, he started out just making oranges and then adding Scorpions.
Did Discord just crash? Kinda everything crashed.
A lot of value. Guess they're soaking up some damage. Nah, it's not really, he's not really getting a lot from the
My
rams.
game crashed.
Okay.
Is the
I'm
stream
pausing
still
it.
live? Okay, yeah, it looks the stream is still there.
I'm pausing at 6 minutes and 5 seconds, and you get there. However, I don't care.
I will. No, my game is back. What? It's kind of closed in the taskbar, but it's still there. I'm at 5 minutes 16. Where are you exactly again? 6 minutes?
6 minutes, 5 seconds.
Alright, yeah. Is the stream gone? Is Keller asking? I hope not. It doesn't look like that on my end.
The stream is working.
Okay, great. Yeah, Oranges is a nice... Yeah, now we see the Orange edition by Chris here as well. And I like the Cavalier edition, but I would like it more if he masters them up and sends them into the Scorpions. I will tell you when I'm at your time, by the way. So.
Yeah. I do agree. Yeah, I don't like the Rams though. I don't think there's no love.
You don't like the Rams?
Yeah.
I'm at 6:28 now.
You potato fucked that up.
It's
It's
only
fine.
3 seconds.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You do the pro counter, please.
What? Just go.
Go. Yeah, the Cavalier are raiding in the back. Like this signature Chris move to always have like a few units in the back of the opponent's base. So kind of freaking thing. But fighting against the dungeons here. Okay, dungeons are not targeting the onagers.
You have to manually click that.
True likes doing that a lot normally. Last time I was in West with him play the game, it was a non-mirror matchup. Pretty unfortunate for me. The other guy didn't have the expansion. He was like, target fire the castle, target fire the castle. But I really like the control for True to the right side. I mean, all those dungeons, the castle, that hill is kind of nice to push the base from. At least doesn't deny any gold piles really, because they're all quite nicely in the back, but still can be very annoying there.
I mean, it kind of denies the right extra gold though for Chris, right? Because like he cannot pass through there.
And yeah, he's on a stone, but killing 2 TCs there. Oh, Sicilians ETC.
They do.
Where did all the Scorpions go from True? Did they all die to the onagers?
Yeah, they kind of vanquished. Yeah. I mean, this war is kind of like in the first, it's really rushy to get the hills with dungeons, and then it's just turning into a big stalemate.
I think Keller knows that, and that's why he's focusing monasteries with the sergeants. That's another sneaky move, right? Just prevent him from even attempting to get the relics. Maybe it wasn't intentional. Now they're just going to die. Not true. But the amount of traps, really nice for Chris in the middle. I love that. 5, he could unpack the 6th one, but he can cut through the dungeons and castles there pretty quickly.
Yeah, pretty quickly. That's good for him.
Eco, 12 farms to 17 farms. True already being on wood. Did anybody take market?
I don't think so. I don't see any markets. I see the market for True, but I don't think even Chris has a market. Oh, Chris has a market as well. Yeah, but maybe they sold some, but not huge amounts, right?
I think you can sell wood. Like, I would sell a bit of wood in this matchup.
Actually, you can sell a shitload of wood, because if you seed farms, they will last forever, right? Because you have all farm
Oh
upgrades.
yeah, true.
You can sell a shitload of wood.
I just figured I never need the wood. I didn't really know why, but the farms are a good point. But...
Yeah, you because you never have to reseed farms in this game ever. Like Sicilian farms have like 1k, 1.2k food if you see them in post them. Yeah, all the farms have like over 900 food. You actually
this might
sell
actually
a
be
lot
the game-ending push here, right? I mean, that looks very scary. The amount of onagers, the amount of traps, the amount of
scorpions. Not a lot of
scorpions,
infantry. If True is getting some units in there, like massing some chevaliers would be really nice.
It doesn't even have a stable though. I think that's exactly the reason why you want some cavalry units, like light cav or cavalier, depending on how much gold you have.
Maybe True misread his position and thought it was not breakable for the next few minutes, and he just goes sergeant and hold the position and get through map control. Now Chris is selling wood.
I think he like also when I talked to him last time, it was like it's only sergeants. And what I figured out when training for World Cup with, when training for Valhalla Deathmatch, when I was training with Boomstick, we figured out, or he figured out, that Cavalier can be a great addition, and I believe that theory.
I think these newer civilizations are, especially Sicilian, since they play themselves so awkward, are not really figured out yet.
Yeah.
Even in RM. Even in RM, I think in RM now with the new patches with Burgundians, like Burgundians has a mass amount of potential.
Yeah, well, I'm not super informed what the changes were. Obviously, the rest of World Cup, I think, is being played out on the last patch.
Yeah, it's played on the old patch. That's what I wanted to bring up now. So the changes don't really affect these games.
But that looks really strong for Chris. I mean, does Keller have anything to stop that? He has gold, he has all the resources, but what is he doing again?
True is sitting at 140 villagers. That's something that I got taught first. Don't go over 120 villagers, and he's sitting at 140.
That's kind of what I was known for in during Deathmatch Rising stuff. I think I fixed it by now, but like auto overboom used to be a thing. It is still a thing that people, when they cast Deathmatch and somebody's overbooming and I'm in the chat, they're always mentioning me.
So I will adapt that for my casting as well. Thank you so much for making yourself a meme now at my channel as well. That's good.
It's a good thing to progress as a streamer. I think you need to have a meme to laugh about you.
Yeah, I mean it depends. Like are people laughing with you or because like making fun of you? That's a different thing, right?
I don't mind the auto overboom thing. Like then there's always somebody saying he's raid proofing his eco. But yeah, not too raid proof here for Chris. Oh god, another one of those. Possessed units moving towards his back, but now more castles are going up, and they're going up really quickly. But this amount of traps at siege, now villager count is reduced a bit, but Drew actually has 60 army, but where is it? Some is here at the
Funny
right.
thing, you talked about Drew banking gold. Chris has 70 gold, and Amigo Drew has 4.2k gold.
He has 4k gold, but he's losing the game here.
I don't think he is though. Like if he can get some onagers up again and maybe get those you talk about those chevaliers in, he can still win this with so much more gold. Chris is really running out of gold. Chris is running out of gold, and I think True knows it. Like True has gotten both extra gold completely for himself. Like he has to know in the back of his mind, how hard I get pushed here doesn't really matter as long as I can survive in the later stage of the game. I can still win this. I think that has to be in his mind.
Yeah, that's how True thinks. That's absolutely true. That's how he's thinking.
True for True, huh?
Can I say he's just not queuing units? Yeah, but like you can't also break this with scorpions. Like at some point you will need to pounce and kill all this push there. And what Chris is doing really nicely is he's adding structures everywhere the push is going, even castles. so makes it way more ineffective to like pounce on that army.
Yeah, but I think True just needs to grind it out and chill. Just chill, grind it out, and he should be fine.
Actually, something that Chris could do to get gold is scooted, right? I don't know how worth it is. It isn't that much for DM, but...
No, it's not, but like it's still something, right? Could help him to push this game maybe over the line. Now also he's taking True away from one of his goals.
If he can mine that?
Some gold in his base, like he has a couple of gold piles in his base. Some gold mines are still there. I think there's like 1k gold, another like 600-700. So he's like 1.7 gold to mine still. But after that, it's no more for him, huh? And if he can mine that, it would be really great for him. It's another like 1.54k gold.
I think he's looking to do that. Yeah, he's pushing that direction. Also, the monasteries are there, right? So it's only one relic? No, it's 3 relics for True. But where are the other 2?
In the one monastery behind and one monastery is left-sided.
Oh, he split them up. What? Oh, they're not all gonna get ejected, no?
I think the majority problem is just Chris sitting at 200 pop, 70 army, True sitting at 50 army, 150 pop, and just True not being able to contest the push. Like, I think it doesn't matter at the moment that True has so much more gold than Chris because he just isn't able to contest the push, as you said.
Yeah. He needs either Onagers or Cavalier to be able to contest like the main part of the push. And now half of his farming eco is dying, right? Everything to the north is dying. 2 relics will be gotten out. Oh, feels like Horse Wars. Like where True was playing Coming and he had 10k gold every game, and yet Coming won him. Was it even 3-0 or 2-1? Something like that. Karen has these games where he's kind of trolling too much, letting game slip when he feels like I have gold, nothing can happen to me. I don't know. In Horse Wars he was like, it was 7 AM in the morning for him and he wasn't awake. At least that would be the excuse that he would never say himself. And yeah, might be not being warmed up, not sure. But this is over. Like True has nothing anymore. He has something to the left, under 100 pop.
Yeah, 61 villagers, 38 army, and Chris is at 200 pop, completely pop blocked, like completely. And now he's taking the forward goal. Well played by Chris. I really like that. Excellent job by him to take the goal. That's good. Yeah, his goal in this base is running out as he's about to take True now. And also he can pick up 2 relics, which obviously helps in a mirror matchup in the long run as well. Taking out the next TC, like. Yeah, I think this is over actually. Like True is falling below 100 pop soon.
And he's also out of food and wood. You have 3k gold, but what are you gonna do with that? He's desperately trying to siege ramp push these castles here, but it's like 3 castles there. And as you said earlier, they produce melee units here as well.
Yeah, so like it's way worse. Actually, the only good thing for True is that Chris is pop blocked, so he could start the ramming because Chris can't make units out of those castles. But
yeah.
like if that's a good thing, then you know the game is not in a good spot for you. Obviously.
That's a good thing. The opponent can always delete units, right?
Yeah,
or villagers.
But, yeah, I mean this game is a fast forward into over.
Champions don't make excuses. I'm not gonna take this as an opener for another shot at someone factor, but thanks for the opportunity. Were there rams? I didn't see. Was this a ram push? I guess it's not only a scorpion push. Not only a sergeant push.
Oh, there was only sergeant there. Yeah.
Feels true.
I mean, maybe we should
speed it up.
No, maybe we should call Mr. True and show him where the resign button is in the game. Like call him and tell him.
Yeah, he's known for late resigning. One of his standard catchphrases is, "Yeah, give me that game and I still win it." But he found it. GG, well played, being called. Every single game they called well played.
Yeah, it was really well played by Chris, considering that True had so much more gold control and set this early, really great position. I think True just flowed this game massively. I think he was really far ahead and just didn't make the right steps to prevent Chris from pushing. Obviously, also Chris with a really, really nice push, recognizing he needs exactly that to win this game. So I think it goes both ways. It goes both ways. I think if True maybe retrospectively would play the same set again now with the knowledge of this game, he wouldn't make this mistake of underestimating the all-in push from Chris. I think he went a little bit too cocky, a little bit too overconfident in this one with all that gold control he has.
Yeah, he was trying to play the long game, right? He wanted to get all the relics, or the map, or the wood control, and we thought like the CNCF dungeons and like good castles that quickly can go up. Nothing's gonna happen, right? This game will be a long one. And yeah, Chris found the right response, just all siege you could think of combined. Big push. And worked out really, really well. And then True really late to make either Onagers or Cavalier. Like, yeah.
So actually Chris now in the lead, huh?
Chris now in the lead, yeah. Aiming towards the upset. And yeah, Kinky likes to see you play all day. Apparently.
I'm gonna hit him with the hello amigo.
Alright, I need to take another really short break.
Freaking Modri infected me with this amigo shit, man. Like,
Perfect.
It's okay, it's okay. So True has to win now, right? Yeah, it's a best of 7. If Chris wins, he goes through, and if True wins, it's 3-3 and we go to game 7. Which is obviously what you want to see in a best of 7. You want to see 7 games. So I kind of hope we will exactly see that. We will see the 7th game coming through here. Yeah, maybe we're gonna see it. Who knows? Maybe. Hola, friend. ¿Cómo estás? Yo puedo hablar español también, Ginky. No te preocupes. El procaster de Yanguito se habla español. Yeah, maybe we can see that. Who knows? Freaks, are you still there, amigo? Not a lot happening in Otto's chat. Damn. What's the damn? I don't speak that tongue. I thought you said, because you said hola. Hola is Spanish, so I answered you in Spanish, Kinky. I thought you can speak Spanish. What? Big shut up and like I'm gonna. Did you see it, Otter, in community games? Did you see my YouTube video? And he's not there yet. I can't even ask him. Man, I'm gonna lame you so hard, Bricks. I mean, I'm gonna train you again. I'm sorry. Man, this Friday in community games you will go down. I wish though, yeah? I learned it from my granddad, Kinky. I learned it from my granddad. He showed me. I speak 4 languages. I speak 3 fluent, perfect, and I have a Latino, which I don't really count.
Yeah, you can't speak Latin, that's true. I'm back, guys.
Yeah. Did you see the YouTube video of my community games, Otter?
God damn it, I was already here and not hiding, because I have to answer no.
Man, I was with Bricks in the same team, and I was testing him, like I was laming him and trying to see if he can block the ball and stuff. But next time I'm gonna be serious and actually take it.
But you were laming your teammates?
No, I was training them, testing, right?
Ah, yeah, that's what I did with your paladins when we were playing deathmatch team games, right?
Yeah, yes.
Good. We understand each other. Ghost Lake Burgundians. So I think this was a set map for game 6. And yeah, if True wins this, we're gonna see Persians on Arabia in game 7.
Yeah, I wanna see Persians on Arabia, some Royal Elefantos, man.
That would be beautiful. I'm at 1 second.
Yeah, just count, amigo.
3, 2, 1. Let's go. Match point. for FreakinChris. Burgundians, another very interesting civ. Mostly paladins for the opening. What's your opinion on hand cannons in Burgundians, Django?
I mean, they're good for Burgundians, but in a mirror, like both have them, so it kind of gets nullified, I think. I like to go. I like to go in the RM. Like to go cheap paladin into hand cannon.
It's like still an open debate in DM also for the mirrors, I would say, because like the Couturier can be very good against hand cannons. They one-shot them. So if you position it behind your army, they kind of get nice additional damage. As Chris is losing a villager here. Did True lose 1-2? No, he didn't. But if they get exposed and the Couturier
Couturier.
Couturier, okay.
Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it, but I have no fucking idea. It's French, and I think, right?
Should be, yeah.
I can't speak French.
Oh. How would you speak latest?
Latest?
Yeah, I think that's better than what I said, but I want to test it.
Just latest.
Like I think like what the Lithuanian thingy on the internet says is laitis.
But we have to ask Nadia, she probably knows.
That's what I looked up, laitis.
Just shoot Levihead at DM and ask her, she will answer. So Mr. FreakinChris is massively housed again, the amigo.
Yeah, it was the house whip that went down earlier. Massive amount of barracks, 5 racks, already monasteries up on Ghost Lake. Relics tend to be very important because games can go really long with no hills in the middle, nothing to really snowball early on. 2 relics should be safe here for True, 1 in the middle, and that south one could be contested, I think.
And I think Ghost Lake on RM is boring, but Ghost Lake on DM seems even more stalematy.
Yeah.
You can't even, like, you start on even ground with Mirror Civ. Wow, True getting another villager sniping Chris base.
Yeah, 10 to 8 now. Chris has a relic, but that monk is going to die. So yeah, True is indeed looking towards that relic here. You will see, normally in Ghost Lake you see a lot of fights over the relic, as we see another monk being sniped there in a second. Because yeah, of that stalemate as you talked about. I don't think it's the best map for deathmatch really. Same with Golden Pit. But for other reasons.
Golden Pit, you at least have the middle, right? Here you have ice.
Yeah, the problem with Golden Pit is that it has stone in the middle, and once one player has the middle, it's super uninteresting because you can't really side push with one player having unlimited stone. But that's another problem than this one.
Now we see wood being sold for Chris.
I like that very much in Burgundians. You don't really need the wood, right? You have no like wood and gold unit that you can really make besides format cannons.
Yeah, which are really strong, but really useless as well.
Well, not good on their own.
I don't see any usage for format cannons here, like traps. There's some onagers now going on, so you could maybe make an argument to get one or two bombard cannons out to snap onagers. Like
don't really know either what the onagers are for. Nobody's doing hand cannons, right?
I think he's trying to ground attack Couturiers coming in. But if you have a little bit sense of micro, you should be able to avoid those quite... Oh, no, never mind. Oh my god, oh my god! Oh, Chris!
Where are you looking? I don't see any onager.
Wait, am I too far?
I'm at 7 minutes.
Oh yeah, I'm a little bit too far. You will see it now. There comes the onagers. In the middle, amigo, in the middle.
I still don't see... Ah, there comes the onagers. Ah, okay, True is making the onagers. I just saw Chris making the onagers. Well, that's not an attack round. That was one attack round. Okay, decent. No, yeah, that Lake was kind of nice when giving more time to shoot, but now it gets bounced on. But retained their value, also counting the HP. But nice raid still from True in the back, kinda trying to relive that Hunt vs. Ghost thing here. I'm at 8 minutes now.
Yeah, it's good.
I didn't stop, so I'm just going ahead.
Yeah, I stopped.
But you're automatically sinking, right? As you said before.
Yeah, I'm doing that. automatically.
Okay, Chris has the
Chris-
middle. Who did get the relics? Chris got 2.
Chris got True and True got 0, amigo. And True is still lacking production again. I don't know if this game is just laggy again for him. It feels like this is a little bit unfortunate for True. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It feels like True doesn't really have the best connection. Like, he's lacking. He's like same amount of villages, but he's like 20 army behind with almost equal amount of KD. Like, almost. Not a little bit, but just a little bit in favor of Chris, but almost.
Yeah.
I think
He
the
will get
problem
that
is-
relic though, at least home enough to be able to take it there.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem is FreakinChris having 42 Custodians and True only having like 15. I think Custodians are a really underrated unit, even though they changed that the double attack against archer units which made them broken. I still think Custodians are really, really strong. I play them in RM as well quite frequently when I get Burgundians, and I win a lot of games with them, and people are getting really surprised on how good the unit is.
No. Yeah, I thought they were like super OP when they came out.
Yeah, they were obviously, but now I think they're still really, really. I think people are, because they don't do the double damage anymore. Like, people are just went away from them and just went to Paladin. But I think Custodiers in RM Custodier Elite Skirm is what you want to get through. But here obviously you have like Custodier, Halb, and Paladin in this mirror, and some bombard cannons. Actually, a lot of bombard cannons from Chris. 6 and he's winning this fight.
Same time, big control up north. 2 castles on that controlling a gold pile, now moving in. Even with the trebuchet there for True, while he's losing the front of his base with his main gold though. Might be the bigger thing what Chris is doing. With indeed, as you said, 6 bombard cannons.
True should try to repair the castle, the second one, not this one, but the one behind.
Yeah.
He should try to repair it for as long as he can to establish the push. Only one trap though, so he can't really push efficient. And Custodians will come in, and with all these charge attacks, I think they will be able to clear that up. It's looking really good for Chris. Chris might be on the edge.
Though.
Chris might be on the edge to win this game. How big would that be if Chris can defeat True here? Like, massive upset, big upset, or like
biggest upset, or I mean, an upset nobody would have thought about. I would like go into the spoiler section if I would talk more now, but this would be really, really big, right? True, one of the favorites to win the whole thing, seeded himself a bit, seed 4, so he could meet Viper. And Chris played Silver League last year. He won it, but he played Silver League.
So basically, if I win Silver League, I beat True next year, huh?
You could say that, but in between you need to win the Masters of Arabia.
Okay, yeah, no
That's the
problem.
tournament that just happened before where Chris was victorious as well. Like, the top didn't play that one though.
Yeah, no problem. We take those.
Yeah, we take those. Oh no, I'm not gonna make another square. What is Überleitung in English?
I have no fucking idea, man.
Oh, actually, True's cleaning that up here. Paladins. I thought Paladins died to Custodian, but that was maybe before they got nerfed. And this is not the rebuffed ones, right?
Reconciliation.
What? No.
Connection. Transition.
Transition. Yeah, it seems everything feels a bit different. Well, last Deathmatch World Cup, Chris only lost to Codes. Then he won every tournament game. Okay, Andy. Yeah. So he was against Code in the qualifiers. Then that makes sense.
This Chris guy seems to be really good, and he's pushing True on the edge of the defeat, sitting at only 17 army. Chris comfortably double amount of army, but Chris only had 52 villages, while True sitting at 72. But this might be another one like the Arabia game.
Yeah, True just has the eco and probably again has resources. Yeah, 1,500 gold. It really feels a bit strange though how he's like not making army in the last 3 games now. But yeah, Chris, no eco whatsoever. 7 on food, 9 on gold, 15 on wood. That's like all he has is here.
I'm telling you, Otto, it doesn't matter. Like, True has no farms. True has almost no farms. He is really struggling to produce any unit here, and Chris just having this military. I feel this feels like the Arabia game again, where True is just having better eco, it's sitting on resources, and Chris is just killing with mass amounts of army. I think what True really played badly in this game was the Kusliers. I think Chris did an amazing job getting all those Kuslier numbers, and I think he really snowballed with that, and he keeps snowballing this game and trying to beat the Kingpin, as you said him, True. Huh?
Yeah, True probably didn't train Burgundians as much as well. It was set map 4 game 6. He probably never expected to having to play game 6 in this round. And Chris also used Burgundians, I think it was his pick in the Masters of Arabia finals, so I know they trained a lot with Andy and Chris trained a lot of Burgundians after they kind of learned they need the DLC to play Masters of Arabia in quite funny fashion. But yeah, well played. Really impressive use of Burgundians here by Chris and taking down the big favorite, one of the favorites to play World Cup. Yeah, there's no way to come back here, right?
I don't know. I think so. There is. Like, Chris has 50 army, True has 20. No, he's gonna lose all his farms. He's gonna lose like 30 farm. No, I don't think there's a way to wait. I think he's gonna try, since he will be defeated and like he will drop out of the tournament. He's gonna try, but I think there's no.
And he's denying all farms of Chris, right? With just 4 units. But Chris is like, he doesn't care about his eco anymore. He wants to finish his game with this army that he has, and looks like he can do that.
And if True could make like, I don't know, 20 halves could save him here for sure. Like 15, 20 halves, he can come back.
Don't think 20 halves are enough against 30 Corsairs.
Yeah, that's right. They get one shot, right? Never mind. Yeah.
They get 2 shotted, if I'm correct. But
yeah, but like they get deleted. Like that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Monk's getting sniped though in the siege and the traps. So Chris losing with low economy, losing the siege. Not too great as well. And True all of a sudden has more military than Chris. Chris only sitting at 36 military. True at 37, and he is. How the fuck is he
never count
that?
True out, I guess. There was one that fight with just some paladins and some Corsairs. What?
Man, I'm telling you, the Custeliers, he just made Custeliers. He just stopped making any other unit, and he's making Custeliers only now. He's queuing only Custeliers and Sun Halberdiers. And actually now he has like 20 villagers more. I think True is down back in the game.
True is empty. Whew. Wow.
True
yeah,
is back
we're
in the game,
already
Amigo. True is back in the game, for sure. He's back now.
Yeah, he's making them from the castles in the north, because that's the only one he still has, besides one at his base, right?
It doesn't matter, like, he has more eco now. He's like 30 villages more almost. Like,
map control. Well, no, nobody really has map control.
And the only thing Chris is going for him is 3 to 2 relics, I think now.
Yeah, more military, more villagers. He still hasn't cleared up like these units at home. There's still like 2 Corsairs moving in again. And he has an easier time setting up eco, I think, if he just focuses on it. But he still wants to enter here. 3 trebuchets coming. Where are they going?
Trying to push the castle, obviously. Yeah. I think True can just fight that. Yeah, True should just run in and kill everything. True has way more Custeliers. If True has to press the go button now. He has to go now. He can't afford to lose the castle. If he loses the castle, his main economy that's behind that can be really badly pushed. He has to go now, and he realizing that.
Oh, nice house quick was on that castle there. But good fight there. Can't break into their castle, so Chris will get that one up. 100 villagers for True. He's aiming for that 100 farms in one corner masterpiece.
Man, but those quick wars were insane, man. Like seriously, they were really good by Chris. I'm really impressed by overall performance from him. Like I didn't have I think I cast like 1 or 2 freaking Andy Chris games. Like I haven't seen a lot of them, but I'm really impressed by him playing here. Like I'm a freaking Chris fan now for sure.
Yeah, definitely deserved. As Andy said, he's won every tournament. I don't think every game, but every series. decent Silver League in deathmatch. Does
Big
Chris
fight
also
now.
play RM? I'm always confused. Any plays RM?
Chris is like 1600 and he's like 2k1.
Oh. But he's mainly playing DM, right? Or to a
Yeah,
high
yeah, yeah.
percentage.
Yes.
I would say Andy's also still mainly a DMer, but I mean with 2.1k you can't really say that.
2.1 is really, really good. Like, I'm mad respect for Andy as well. Like, 2.1 in RM and 2k something. Like, in DM, really, really good player. Like, mad respect for that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and Andy's also only playing AoE for a year or something.
Like, he played before though, right? He just stopped playing. He didn't start right away. Like me. Like, I actually never played AoE. But I think
Never,
he
not
just
even as a child.
No. Like, as a child, I clicked on the icons. So,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not really useful. So Drew's still in this one. He still has the control up north with these two castles. 1,300 food in the bank. And yeah, no food still for Chris. Their castle was even denied. They're trying to finally protect this part of the eco that has been raided since 1999.
Man,
Can he
Otto,
protect his own eco though, really? He
Otto,
always
you need
needs
to work on
keep...
your joke game, man, amigo. Like, that was Titanic, man. Like, if anything was Titanic in this casting, it was that joke, man.
You wouldn't talk about the longboats from True on the Mist Patrol?
Yeah, I mean, that was gameplay, but like, I'm talking about your casting, man.
But it actually involved ships sinking. Doesn't make it that more Titanic.
Yeah, okay, man, you got that. Find the second most Titanic in this one. Okay, sir, the second most Titanic in this one.
Problem for True is he always has to keep his army around his eco, right? Because he has no castles whatsoever. He has a stone for another castle. Shouldn't he add one on his eco here?
I don't know, like, that's why I said he cannot afford to lose the castle he lost. Because that's protecting all majority of his farm economy. I mean, you have like, what, how many farms at 27? In the top, another top you have like 40 farms, and now he's getting raided by Custodians up there. I think he saw it though.
Should be. He's pop capped actually at 190.
Yeah,
That's 2
95
houses there.
actually.
Okay, I guess then he built one. Yeah, now Kusaya are moving in to the south. Chris only 122 population though.
Yeah, I mean, he just doesn't have the villages, right? And like, True made such a good, like, he overboomed now, but I think overbooming with Burgundian seems to be good because you can make more farmers and actually bank gold, and you can then still delete villages, right? So that's like not an issue, right?
Yeah, you can also go for the vineyards technology.
Yeah, also that you could do that as well, but I think overbooming with Burgundians doesn't seem bad. And True has like 4k food and like 1.1k gold. And like, Chris has almost nothing. I think Chris is just gonna lose this because he doesn't. I think Chris just saw the win and he went for it, and he took a big risk. But it, like, he by the smallest of all margins, he couldn't pull through, and he couldn't.
We believed him, right? We were calling the game for him.
Yeah, I believed it. I saw this when I think he saw this, but I think he just he was on the brink of defeating True. Like, he was touching victory almost, and somehow True managed to get those custodians and managed to get the eco running, and now he's in a spot where Chris is pushing him, but I think True can just survive it now. So the question is, can Chris get a solid economy behind this? Like, he's buying himself time now. That's what he should do. Like, he has the great forward position. Now he just needs to buy time, get this eco rolling as well, get those 130, 140 villages that True has as well, and then maybe he still has a chance to win this bank.
The problem for True is he's not doing anything, right? You said it's positive for Chris that he's buying time. And I think True is just maybe making the same mistake again. From last game. I mean, he stopped the push in this one, but now he's like thinking about ultra late game, thinking about getting 80 farmers, getting Burgundian vineyards, getting like insane amount of gold. Stuff that he likes to do. And Chris, knowing him very well, Capitalizing on that, maybe. Getting relics out? No, we're attacking the barracks.
We're attacking the barracks, so it's also something, right? Yeah, I mean, like now, Chris is at 112 villages and he has this really good forward position. So, True is missing siege. He has 0 bombard cannons, he has 0 traps. Obviously, like the castles are way far behind.
Yeah, making traps is hard, but yeah, bomber cannons would be really good for True to... That's quite some eco now, actually, like right in True's face here. Also a gold pile.
Man, like True this just doesn't want to pull the trigger at all. I think he's just playing too passive. Like playing passive and safe is good, but playing too passive is also not good. Like this is something what we saw like Viper and RM happening, like playing too boomy, playing too passive, and he lost games for it in like really important like Red Bull Vololo, King of the Desert. And I think with True it's happening as well in this one. Like he's losing games because he's playing too passive and too cautious.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough position or enough safety to do that. Like compared to the Jitba versus Miguel series, where it was like both had half of the map. And then Jitba had more relics, so he had 4 relics, so Miguel kept attacking him. And he was just taking better trades, and eventually doing 100 villages and vineyards and had 30k gold. And it like felt like he's being just really mean to Miguel there. And Miguel was tilted, I heard. But True's doing that kind of stuff in positions where he not really can. In this one,
I think just if we talked about winning condition, this whole set, right? So like, I just don't see where he's putting up his winning condition at the moment. Like, yes, he has more economy. Yes, he has a little bit more gold. Yes, he can maybe make the vineyards or not make the vineyards. But like I need something from True now to win this game. Like you are behind, you're 3-0 down. Like you need to win this game, like he has to put everything here out. Like if Chris loses this, okay, whatever, next game, right? Yeah. He can try, and like it's now or never for True, and he has to show something to win this one. And so far there's a big rate though in Chris space now.
Yeah, but is that enough to finish the game? No, clearly
no,
not.
But
it's
like
only
he's actually doing something now, right? Instead of nothing.
Yeah, doing something would involve bomber cannons. Okay, we have 2 traps out here. Costeller fighting through house. I think they can snipe the traps probably. Well, they can't, but yeah, 1 castle out of 5 might fall there. Bomber cannons would be so much better, and there's no gold to mine anymore for True. Still one of his goals being mined by Chris, so even if he can get vineyards, theoretically at some point Chris can do vineyards too, right? Doesn't really have the food for
Chris
it,
doesn't have the farming economy near the food bank to do vineyards, right? If you look at True, he has 6k food bank, and if you look at Chris, he's like 200. So like that's not an option actually. Like vineyards is only an option for True here in this game so far.
Yeah, I was just thinking it would go super long, but yeah.
Yeah, but like
True only... Sorry, go.
Yeah, but for now on, like the next 20 minutes, I think Chris will never get to vineyards.
Yeah. True only did the traps or made something right here to free up this gold pile, noticing he was out of gold. True is just thinking about, I will have more gold than you eventually. Yeah. And I get the point a bit, because like Burgundians can't do much without gold. Then we see champions now. Champions should be really bad against Custelia.
Yeah, champions mailed to Custelia, and we have only 22 Custelia though. But I think as soon as True realize the champions, he will just make more Custodias, right?
As soon as I see the champions, I would pull the trigger on vineyards. Then make mass up Custodia or Paladin even, because he doesn't have enough castles for Custodia really.
Now he's just making more Custodia from the gold TS, like he's just producing. I think it's enough. The only thing True cannot afford now is losing the traps, and he's making sure that he doesn't lose the traps in this fight, so all good. Castle goes down.
Raid at the same time. What I don't get is why Andy's not raiding at all. I mean, all this is so exposed.
Who's Andy though?
Chris, sorry. Freaking brothers. Oh, God,
Yeah, I mean,
you're
but
not
like
lucky.
he can't raid now anymore because he's getting raided and like he doesn't have the
Yeah, it doesn't
eco
have food, yeah.
to sustain the push, or like now he's getting pushed back and raid. Like raiding was like 10 minutes ago, but now it's not, and he can't anymore. He's trying to snipe the traps of the Coastelier. Nice snipe.
Yeah, that should happen. I think you're a bit ahead, maybe. But he is at 60 farms, so eventually he should have the farming you should also sustain raids. Do they get Hussar even? I'm actually not sure. I never made them.
Yep, they get Hussar,
Okay.
but they don't have bloodlines.
Yeah, Hussar without bloodlines, but since like farming queue is not protected at all, why not? Like, I would usually never make them, but it's a very special situation because True has a big eco and no castles.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at 44 minutes now exactly.
Oh, okay, yeah, me too. Yeah, I think you're like 3-4 seconds ahead of me, maybe.
Yeah.
Are you
I don't
pausing
know,
3 seconds or should I speed up for?
No. Just let your game run normal. All good. Chris has enough stone for another castle though. Like Coastly are really important. We have 10 TCs for FreakinChris and 6 castles. We have 5 TCs for True and only 3 castles.
Yeah,
so, like, the
Hussar.
potential of making more Coastliers is just there for Chris.
God, did you see
He
that?
needs resources.
Oh, True is making the Hussar. He actually lamed farms. Oh, that's for Chris.
Oh, that's actually not that bad though, because like wood can be a problem for the unarmed. It's not a problem.
Not yet, really, right? I mean, True's like, okay, Chris has 900, but he has so many woodlands available. Like, as if playing Burgundians till wood control isn't really a thing, right? They don't spend any wood. And I think they get the last farm upgrade as well.
Yep, they do.
So,
Last
yeah.
farm, last wood upgrade, last everything.
Yeah, last farm upgrade is big for preservation.
Yeah, it is, amigo. Like, what is the True sitting at 200 pop? Oh, God.
Both
True's
are.
200 pop.
Oh no, freaking Chris not.
No, Chris not. Like... Yeah, now Chris is losing all this forward position, which is like something we call as win condition, right? And he's losing it now. True made another castle as well.
At least he will probably finish that gold pile there. But True has gold again now. It's 4 tiles. He's barely mining it. Because he's setting everything to vineyards, I think.
But like at what point do you get the vineyard, right? Did you go now? When is the best time?
It's such a trap a bit, right? Because you never really want to do it. Because you can always get more, Like, a bit like stock market.
Yeah, but like if he's converting now and going full on gold unit and Chris is at 0 gold, like he would just win, right?
Yeah, I think you want to do it when you notice your opponent's out of gold.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, that's what Chipper did to Miguel. He just waited and waited and waited. Miguel had more map control and he just waited until
And Miguel
until
did
he
it
saw
earlier,
like
or-
only Habitia armies and then put
And
the
Miguel
trigger.
did it earlier or what?
No, it was Burgundians against Sicilians. It
It was a non-mirror.
Yeah, it was not. I mean, which is a total civ win for Burgundians anyway, so. It was just Jitba
Yeah,
being mean as he
Hand
sometimes
cannons
is.
win everything, right?
Yeah. Yeah, hand cannons are really strong. Yeah. He just basically lost all his army running into hand cannons. I mean, Miguel. But...
Was it picked by Miguel or what?
Yeah, Miguel picked Burgundians and Sicilians.
Wow, that's a really bad preparation then, I guess, huh?
We saw it multiple times though. I think we saw it like 2-3 times. Every time the other player picked Burgundians and won easily.
Yeah, but like why? Then it's not prepared by people.
No. Yeah, Miguel also in the qualifier didn't really seem prepared. And he managed to win eventually, but he looked pretty shaky also against like people like Pion, not against Pion, but he was clearly not a favorite to win his group.
I mean, I know a certain Keller that should have been in the main event that didn't make it, so like Miguel actually made it to the main event.
Miguel's group was like super easy though.
And just let me roast Keller once, man.
Compare Keller's group and Miguel's group to my group. Big difference there. I had Vilas, Hazy, and Chamber.
I don't know these guys except Vilas.
Yeah, what is funny that like on Greek and like some DM, like Greek and Tommy who casting DM on Greek TV, they didn't know who Vilas was.
That's fun. Like one of the best players to ever touch the game.
Yeah, it's just like
top 8 at the
the
moment.
RMers doesn't know the DMers, right? And there's also DMers who don't know the top 5 RMers. And they were like, nah, he can't be top 5, I don't know him.
And like Vilas is so good the past few years. Like he's been, like, no, this past year he's been really on the rise. Like he surpassed Max for sure. Like I'm really impressed by his performances. So really looking into his studying his gameplay as well. Sometimes if I can, obviously.
True, the Tempo and Tattoo series was really good and close. Yeah. I think Tempo just had a brain fart with Yeti. Really, he played completely different, much stronger against you and against Tattoo. Where are we standing in this game though? Both 200 pop. Oh, not too much happening. Chris has repopulated this forward farming economy there. Another castle coming up on the stone. Okay. 89 farms now for Chris.
Yeah, I think through. Oh, he did vineyards though. He has like 2k gold for all of a sudden, I think. Or did it come from the farms?
It only comes from the farms after you do vineyards, right?
I have no idea, man.
Oh, now I stopped the game, damn it. To look that up. Yeah, it only comes after the game. I'm gonna speed up a bit.
So... Okay, I'm gonna check. Chris got vineyards.
Oh, Chris did vineyards? Okay.
Yes, Chris did it, and Amigo True didn't do it yet.
Oh, so he can still do it.
True can do it, and Chris did it already. I think that's a really big mistake by True not pulling the trigger here.
Vineyards from Winland, yeah, Keller. We're talking about Vilas, right?
Like, why is True sitting on so much food and not doing the vineyards? Because now, why is True sitting on so much food and not doing the vineyards?
That's what
now
said.
Chris will have so much sustainable gold income. Like, I don't know why True is playing it so greedy.
Ah, yeah, true. That's actually like an argument for doing it earlier, right? With,
Yeah,
then
it is,
you get
because you're just getting so much more gold. Like, as soon as you had 80 farmers and like 3k gold, just press it.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, I didn't really factor that in.
now we have Chris sitting at 17 army and True sitting at only 50 army. And both are near pop blocked. And
what is True waiting for? That's the
yeah,
question
that's my
of the series.
Like, what is he? He's just waiting to get overrun again. Like, I just don't like the non-initiative gameplay by him. Like, he's not making any win condition, any progress. Like, he's playing for the 3-hour game. Like,
Yeah,
is that really a thing?
But in the series I casted on Sunday, he also did that and it worked, right?
Yeah, but like in a Burgundian's mirror is probably not the best idea, right?
Yeah.
Like if it's in like Golden Swamp and you have the middle or something, like, I get it, but like I don't know.
Yeah, True just overbooming, says Keller, and yeah, he's at 150 farmers, and he's constantly taking fights, and you should never, like, either not take the fights or not have 150 villagers, right? Because he's just losing his resources for free.
He's not making the vineyards, like. Why is he making? Is he waiting for Flemish Revolution? Like, is he banking up food
No.
and then making?
You can't
Flemish
troll
Revolution?
like that in a $10,000 challenge. Come on.
Wait, Talo did it.
Yeah, Tado did it, but he was in a spot where he was legitimately kind of needed to, right? It was
But
a way
he still
to
did
turn
it.
the game on its head there.
He still did it though. Like, is he doing it as well? Is he just waiting for Flemish Revolution? And then requeuing builds and then making the vineyards? Is this the plan he's having in his head?
But isn't it like the other way around? Tattoo did vineyards first, right?
It doesn't, like, whatever, but like, it's... I don't know why True is playing like how he's playing. I don't understand that. I really dislike it. Now he's making only food units. Nah, I think he's just throwing the game again. Which
Like,
makes
he can't
me really
stop this
sad.
army. Yeah, he's like, and look, endless queue, 140 villagers, and like no hits here units are getting off.
Chris has made the revolution.
God.
Chris is going all in. Man,
Chris
I love
got a
Chris.
revolution, let's go!
Yeah,
Vive
but
la
he's doing the right
revolution!
thing. He's doing the right thing. Chris is actually trying to win the game, while
Yeah,
True is
yeah.
trying to wait for tomorrow,
Oh,
right?
God.
Like,
Oh god, that's so
I
nice.
hope Chris is winning this game with this move. I love it, man. This is such a nice move by Chris.
Oh no way!
Yeah,
Why
no.
did nobody cast the series live? Come on, he's winning a series and beating
In-
True with the revolution. What
And now
better
it's-
ways there to win a deathmatch World Cup against the
Why is-
favorite? Come
why is
on!
True's making the vineyards now. Why is he
It's too
making
late. The same.
vineyards? No, but like he will have gold and no food when he has the revolution, and he can make villages. He's doing this completely the wrong way.
Yeah, he could have done counter revolution, right?
Yeah, he has to. Oh my god, True's completely throwing this. Oh my, I'm so tilted, man. Let's go, Chris, though. I'm really happy.
I don't want to be tilted. Like I would just want to be amazed at how great this revolution is from Chris. All right.
Yeah, True is just completely throwing the game. Now he doesn't have any more.
Did he accidentally click the wrong tag? I mean, doing
I think he
revolution
clicked
at
the
this
wrong
point would
tag.
make sense.
Yeah, I think he did the wrong tag. Maybe he did the wrong tag, I don't know. But he could have re-clicked. Like, True is actually legit. Like, Chris is just trying to win the game, which I love. And I really hope he's doing that, but like, True is just throwing the... No, he did the vineyards now. Now he has a shit ton of gold, but no food. He's trying to outlive the... He's trying to outlive the revolution by going champions, I think. Yeah, he's trying to do that.
Champions don't trade great against the revolutionaries.
Yeah, in the new patch they would, but this one
Yeah.
they trade okay-ish. But he just doesn't have the food now, because he made the vineyards and he lost all his farming eco.
I mean, where's he making the champions even? Like, he can't really master, right? He's just losing the units.
He lost all his farming eco, bro. Yes, he lost 60 farmers.
I
Man,
mean, he
True-
will lose. He's still, like, normally sitting at 53, but they're all running to other farms, so yeah. I mean, the point about the revolution is that you lose your farming eco, but actually, like, Chris is already back to 30 farmers, so he's kind of okay, 44 villagers. Really nice work there to get the eco back up running after the revolution.
Yes. If True would have just counter revolution, this play from Chris wouldn't have worked. Because True was sitting at 8k food, he could have just reproduced builds. And actually, Chris made a really good job. He has 10 TCs and True only has 2 town centers. Like, Chris can reinforce villages so easily, and True sitting only on 2 TCs can't at all.
And there's like
Chris,
15 villagers in the TC which are gonna die now to the revolution.
Chris is played this so much better, and True is just... No, he just played too passive and he just threw the game here for sure. Like he just was overconfident again, like the previous one.
Yeah.
Sitting on his banking on his resources, waiting until tomorrow. And I love Chris for just like I think Chris just recognized that as well and was like, nah, I'm just gonna trigger now. This is like I'm just gonna win now. Screw you and sitting on your resources. I'm just gonna punish you for it. And he's doing it. Like, he's just completely punishing True for his greed. And I love it.
That's what you want to do if you want to really win and make a big mark in this tournament, right? Which is what Chris is doing here, and Keller's saying, now imagine how much the training partners of True were tilted. I think we can imagine that really well right now. But we can also imagine how happy people like freaking Andy probably were.
I mean, big compliment to Chris also for recognizing that, like, you in this game at this stage, 1 hour, you played at already 5 games behind you, freaking intense series, you were on the edge of winning, then somehow miraculously comes back, you were kind of losing, and then you kind of come back again, and then you recognize this position. Like, big shout out to him. Like that's really amazing. The game is over now. True is having 32 villagers and 32 army, and he has no food to make more villages. He has gold now, though. Congratulations, you have 2k gold now too. Yay!
Oh man, this feels so like Horse Wars. Sorry, probably not many if you saw that tournament, but the Games of Truers coming in Horse Wars, they felt like exactly the same as this.
And actually, Chris has now back at 63 farmers. He's just gonna get a lot of gold as well from the vineyards now, and he will have gold and food, and he will have sustainable eco. And Chris is laughing to the bank, and he will advance in this tournament for sure. And he will beat through with 4-2, which is, I think, now you can talk about how big this upset actually is, Otto. Like, because I have no idea. Fill me in.
I mean, super big, right? Chris is kinda new at the top level. True was won Deathmatch World Cup 1, was third in Deathmatch World Cup 2 and 3, and yeah, one of the favorites to win the whole thing. You have to also play a bit more to win in the earlier rounds. Last year also went to the loser bracket in round 1, which was a bit different since it was a series against Tato where they played a 2.5-hour Goth War, I think. That was super hardly hard fought. Yeah, and then went on to get his revenge in the later stages, which, yeah, might still happen. Well, the revenge might not happen.
He's out, right? If he loses the set, he's out, right?
Well, he's not out, it's double elimination. He will go to a lower bracket.
Ah, he will go to so he still has a chance to actually come back.
Yep.
Wow, so you get a lot of chances in Deathmatch World Cup, huh?
Yeah, it's double elimination. It was double elimination last year too. True lost first round there and then made third place in the end, beating his way through the whole loser bracket.
I thought he was eliminated. No, that's okay. That's not that bad then for him.
Yeah. Yeah, but he really wanted to play Viper, right? That's why he kind of wanted to be seed 4 or gave himself that.
But why do you want to play Viper? Like, why do you want to play the best player in the world? You're just gonna get fucked.
He beat him last year, right? In that show match after Deathmatch World Cup 3?
Yeah, it's show match. Like, it's show match and Viper, and you beating him, I don't count it at all. Like, no way I'm counting it.
Yeah, Kellen always keeps saying that other DMers just get too nervous when they play Viper, and he always goes on about how he never had the chance to fight Viper in a tournament.
Like he blew
it again
talking
here.
About show match beating Viper is like, yeah, it's like you beat Cristiano Ronaldo when he was like warming up and he eat his breakfast and he's caring for his son. Like, that doesn't count, man. Like
it was after the grand finals last at my World Cup, but the grand finals were way quicker than imagined, right? With Viper beating Code 6-0.
Yeah, and I saw that. That was horrible.
I think he says True is as good as Viper, and he's not even full-time player. Yeah, I mean, Viper is not a full-time deathmatch player, right? But yeah, I would agree. I would think it would be a very close set between the two if it happens.
I think like the big difference is that Viper is just a GOAT. Like, he's RM and DM GOAT, and that's like so impressive. Like, he's just the best player in everything and in every setting, and that's just crazy, man. Like, imagine how good Viper is.
Yeah, but you also have to mention all the things that talking about GOATs True is doing for deathmatch, right? His prize pool winnings, his tournament earnings. Like, I think always go to financing the next tournament. He's organizing all the World Cups. He organized multiple Rising Star tournaments, and he's kind of really also a central part of deathmatch for quite some years now. Even though I think he took 2 breaks in the last 5 years. I think, to be honest, Jitbar could beat Viper in the old setting. In the form from last year, Viper looked way better last World Cup, right? Depending what you mean by the old setting, Kinky. Viper, True still hanging in there, has his Famiko up north, 100 pop to 200.
Chris is at 120 villagers. He's double amount of villagers in army. Drew's just waiting to get defeated, man. Don't fool me. Chris got this.
They're stealing the relics. Oh, it's not that exciting of a relic steal, but it may even not work. Like, Drew is patrolling here. In the setting from 2010. Okay, I wasn't around in 2010. Oh, it is in before expansion. In before any expansions. Okay.
I'm not even around a year. Yay! Look at me. I have no idea what you guys talk about. Yay!
Yeah, probably. But like, Chitpa organized Horse Wars, right? To make a tournament that would fit his style. And who actually beat him in Horse Wars? Was that Chris? Chris won Horse Wars 2, right? Chris really won everything since last World Cup. And Horse Wars was a tournament where the big people played. Not all of them, but at least Ken and Jitba played, right? Yeah, Jitba 2010 shape is something different than Jitba 2020 shape. Obviously, there was, like, during the reign of Jitba, he was reigning. Nobody could beat him. Code 1 Horse Wars, okay. But Frisk was in, oh, 4th only, okay. But then Andy lied, and Chris didn't win all tournaments since last World Cup. I didn't remember that Code was in Horse Wars. Yeah, this is over. Django, do you have another story to tell? I'm just talking about a tournament that not that many people cared about and happened last summer.
Yeah, I tell a story. I'm gonna honor your whole base, amigo. Like, I'm waiting for it. Like, your base is gonna get blasted.
Yeah, how is your intel? Can we play team games after this now or not?
Let me. I think like Vodafone has this like good time between like 11 p.m. and like 5 in the morning where it's like actually giving me a little bit of internet. Like the funny thing was when I called the woman at the like one of the higher ups in the company, I was like saying, yeah, I only got like 1% of the thing I'm paying for, and she's like, well, we can't really do anything about it. It's because of the COVID and blah. And I'm saying, so I'm actually paying for something that I'm not getting, and she's like, yeah, you could say so, but it's not really like yeah, actually I have really good internet now.
Amazing! While the series is finally ending and the master of turtling, who didn't really master this series, has given in, FreakinChris, with the biggest upset, one of the biggest upsets of recent deathmatch history for sure, and an amazing performance. Not completely free, spoiler-free region, but Chris really nice performance in this Deathmatch World Cup also. Going forward with more Forgotten series we might cast,